Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Monday live stream. Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend. Just had some audio playing there in the other tab. And let's say hello to everyone here in chat. Hey, Jack Gunner, great to see you. Hey, Erica, great to see you as well. Hey, Anastasia. Hey, Jesse Green. Liz McNeil, always great to see you, my friend. Hey, Patricia Bradshaw. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Elweed Skidor, Nancy. Hey, Greg Jonick. Hey, frauditors are not journalists. Great to see you. Hey, Casey. Good morning, everyone. Another Monday. Hey, yes, it is. Seems like the weekends always fly by. Got some snow here last night. Not much, about probably 2 or 3 inches of snow, probably. Hey, Erica, great to see you. Erica's Adventures. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. They were up by like weren't they up by like 24 at halftime? And then they freaking blew it. So now we got the Chiefs and the 49ers again in the Super Bowl. Hey, Parson, great to see you. Good morning, Ricardo. Hopefully I've gotten everyone. Hey, PJC. Always great to see you. And yeah, today we have a basically a follow-up to a video I did recently of a sovereign citizen in court who basically during her last court appearance tried to turn it into a complete circus, and the judge didn't put up with it. And this is a long video, over an hour, but I did watch it on Friday, and there are definitely there definitely is a lot of sovereign citizen word salad. Today, Archangel's ashes are being picked up so he can be brought home. Just wanted to share. We are thinking of you, my friend. At least we won't have a bunch of unruly Wisconsin residents running around yelling, Packers won the Super Bowl. Nope, at least not this year, for sure. Hey, Ravenwing. Good morning, my friend, and thank you for being a member now for 20 months. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, my friend, and thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll just give everyone a few more seconds before we get into the video. Oh, definitely not worthy. I mean, hell, first off, she's a soft sit. Like, that automatically disqualifies her. All right. Let me bring this up. Hey, Patrick Dallinger. Great to see you as always, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And boy, I love that this judge, if you guys seen this judge before, he does not tolerate the nonsense, so to speak. Let me just turn on the closed captions. All right, and let's get into it. Thank you, Jack Gunner, for the $5 super sticker. Thank you as always, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support, my friend. And let's roll the video.
That's Jesus punching you.
All right. Good afternoon. We are in the 53rd Circuit Court for the County of Sheboygan. I'm sorry. We are actually in the 89th District Court. This case is an 89th District Court case. We're conducting a hearing in the Circuit Courtroom. It's being clerked from the 89th District Courtroom that has participated by video conference technology into the hearing. And I am providing public access both in the courtroom and also online. So for that reason, we request that nobody would try to record or photograph anything during the hearing, as that can be disruptive to the proceeding. So we'll call the matter in the matter of contempt of Beth Michelle Bridgman. It's filed under the case of People State of Michigan versus Flores, filed 23-868 SD. So Ms. Bridgman, if you want to come forward to the table.
I'm unable to do that. I don't have a license to practice law in the bar arena.
And let's see, we're not even 2 minutes in, and she's already starting. Because sovereign citizens have this wacky idea that if they don't cross the bar, so to speak, courts have no authority over them.
In the water, I am a woman on the land, under the law of the land, and under the one true God. I'm a living soul. And
Okay, I mean,
you're offered a contract with Beth Michelle Bridgman in all caps. I'm not that person. Anybody else in this room that person?
Hey, hang on.
Okay.
So Miss Bridgman, you're correct that the bar in the courtroom, people have to be licensed attorneys to cross the bar to represent other people.
Hey, Inquisitor Bacon.
Of course, people can and do, as you have represented yourself on this side of the bar. So you're welcome to sit at the table there, which would perhaps be more comfortable for you. If you would prefer to proceed from where you're standing or sitting, that's fine with me as well. Do you have a preference then?
I'd like to stay right here.
Okay, that's
My
very
honor. I think the first matter I need to address is that I have a copy of your sworn oath here, and
That's not relevant for today. So Ms. Bridgman, you filed a motion for me to recuse myself. I'm going to deny that motion. It didn't present any basis for recusal. So that motion is denied. And we're here for a contempt hearing, which you've been arraigned on for your contempt for interfering with court process and the unauthorized practice of law, and then failing to attend the hearing.
this is true.
So Ms. Miller, any opening statements?
Yes, Your Honor. I will share with you
Hey,
the
Sky Bill. Great
evidence
to see you.
that Ms. Bridgman engaged in the unauthorized practice of law that is contrary to MCL.
Oh, yeah, I know. And trust me, this gets a lot worse. When I first saw this video, I was just thinking, why doesn't the judge just throw her in contempt and kick her out?
600.916. She further prevented the defendant in the underlying case from meeting with his MIDC attorney prior to his arraignment on November 30th, 2023, and she also failed to appear for her show cause on December 20th, 2023 at 11 a.m. Thank you.
All right, do you wish any witnesses sequestered?
I don't believe so.
Okay, Ms. Bridgman, now's the time you can make your.
Hey, Sean Stevenson. Good morning, Mark and Chet. What craziness we got today. A sovereign citizen contempt hearing where she basically ends up running through just about the entire script. And spoiler, it does not end well for her. What does the judge mean? She can't just say recuse yourself because reasons and get the judge to step down? Nope, that's not how that works. Hey, Irish Dublin. Always great to see you, my friend.
your opening statement to me, but first, do you wish to have any witnesses that will be presented sequestered, meaning that they have to leave the courtroom and be instructed to
I'm
not watch
not even
the feed?
contracted with this hearing, this administrative hearing cannot be, I cannot be adulterous to my own oath of office.
I'm gonna assume that
And
you're
put
rejecting
myself
my
under an
request for
authority.
sequestration orders and no sequestration orders entered. So go ahead with your opening statement.
Law is, must be a contract. In the absence of in a valid contract, there is no law, period, which might be part of the problem that we have here. Now,
I don't mean to interrupt you, and I'm not gonna interrupt you often during your opening statement. I do want you to know that because of the way the video feed works, from where you're standing, it's not picking you up. And I assume that the audio is gonna work through for the 89, for the district courtroom that's clicking it. But it's,
I'm content with all the people that
okay,
are here
All right, I'm
that
just gonna-
reside on the land that most of us call Michigan. If that's who is bringing charges against me and there is no person injured,
And the typical argument that if you've been watching the channel for a while, we're all familiar with this argument. There's no contract, there's no injured party. It's just complete nonsense. This lady is way too deep down the rabbit hole, and she really believes that laws can only be enforced if you have a contract with the government or if there's an injured party. Like, no, that is not how any of that works at all. Just straight up delusion at its best.
there's no property damage, there should be no case. So my statement is that how can I put myself in your jurisdiction, except that you could do it by force and arrest me with 4 deputies with no due process?
And once again, I'm going to respond to that by saying, if you don't believe the court has jurisdiction, why the hell did you show up? Like, really?
And violate my unalienable rights to try to force me into your jurisdiction. Because your oath of office is a violation of Section 5, United States Code 3001. You do
Hey, trans girl, great to see ya. Hey, people just got home in time, it seems. Oh, yes. We are just getting started with this nutcase of a sovereign citizen.
not have an oath giver. You have yourself that signed it, and you have a notary. I just did an oath with the people here today, and they signed it, I signed it, and we got a couple of them notarized. That's how it should be. This is not a valid oath. I cannot stand in this court and be brought up because in fact, you are operating or masquerading as a lawful court, but you're in fraud of the very oath that would give your court legitimacy. I have a remedy, Your Honor. I have an oath here. And if you would like to take it in the presence of the people and signed and notarized, we can move forward. Otherwise, I would be violating my very own oath of office and an oath I just took downstairs as well.
You would be violating your own oath of office? Lady, hate to tell you this, but you don't have an oath of office. You're not a judge, you're not any type of court official or elected official. So now you're just spewing absolute nonsense because you do not have an oath of office. According to Sausage, I should move to the US. I can do anything I want because I'm not a US citizen. Yep, that is their logic 100%. She took one downstairs. Wow, no boundaries. Exactly, Inquisitor Bacon. She is really this delusional. And she probably does believe everything she's saying. That's the sad part. It gets even worse when we find out she tried scamming someone into this sob sick crap. But boy, just wow.
Well, to the United States of America's Constitution.
All right, does that conclude your opening remarks?
Well, it concludes the fact that I see that you're not interested or care what the people and the truth of the lawful process of the people. I don't know if anybody else cares to say that. There's no injury and there's no property damage. I do believe I withheld Mr. Gilbert from some money he was probably banking on that day. And I believe the court operates in commerce and is here to make a profit on all of their activities. So that is my violation. The state of Michigan would hated that I blocked an attorney before Seth was arraigned. You cannot be bringing me in the hallway downstairs and charging me, and then tell me that you're the true judge of the 53rd Circuit Court when your oath is not properly even administered. I happen to know, I believe, did you take a bar association oath?
I'm not answering questions. Are you done with your opening statement?
I guess I don't really need to be here because this is not a legitimate court that I should be standing in, and I will not violate my own oath by submitting myself to an authority that has not done the proper oath himself.
Okay, so if you truly believe that you don't have to be there right now, please try walking out and see what happens. Do these clowns have parental controls activated on their devices? How do they not see the overwhelming evidence that this stuff never works? It's just, my guess would be because they're either delusional or they bought in so deep into the scam that now they're just running with it to make it look good for them.
All right, Ms. Miller, your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you would
Ms.
call.
Bridgman, you may not leave the courtroom.
I know you have people that need to know that they are violating people's unalienable rights by picking them off the street without a single piece of paperwork.
Okay, Ms. Miller, who's your first witness?
We would call
Does anybody else have a problem with this?
Oh.
Yes.
All right, hang on. There's gonna.
And of course, she brought herself a cheering section. More idiots that fell for the sovereign citizen scam. Boy, like, should just throw all those idiots in contempt for interrupting the court. Hey, Luna Knights, great to see you. She did try, but no luck.
Going to be no outbursts in the courtroom, or you'll have to be removed. All right, Mr. Bird, please raise your right hand. You may not leave the courtroom. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so that? Yes. Oh, please.
I'd be happy to administer a
Ms.
legitimate oath.
Bridgman, hang on. So the court process works. I gave you both a chance for your opening statements.
This is not a
Hold on,
court
hold on.
I can submit to.
Hold on. The process is going to be,
I know you
Prosecutor's
like to
going
look
to-
really regal up there and
You know,
maintain a degree of authority,
Ms.
and you have
Bridgman-
guys carrying guns.
Ms. Bridgman,
I'm fully aware of that.
Ms.
Where are
Bridgman,
their
I
body
can-
cams and their vehicle
I
cams?
can put you in the jail cell. You can watch it from there.
I know that's what you're hoping to do.
So Ms. Miller is going to be given an opportunity to question the witness, and then you'll be given an opportunity to question the witnesses. That's how court procedure operates. If you interfere with that procedure, you're going to be in direct contempt of court. Ms. Miller, proceed with your question.
I would have to be.
Can you state your name for the record?
David Berg,
And can you spell your last name?
BERG.
And how are you employed?
I'm the IT director for Sheboygan County.
That is true,
And
Cybele.
in that capacity, are you able to see and access the surveillance footage in the building?
Yes, I am.
And are you able to pull portions of that video off the server?
I am.
And were you working that capacity on November 30th, 2023?
Yes.
And are you aware of security footage that was pulled from the system for that day?
Yes, I am.
Do you know what, the time frame of that security bulletin that was pulled was?
8 to 10.
And do you know what part of the building was, pulled from the system for that time frame?
I believe there are about 5 camera views.
Mark, don't forget they cling on to the smallest amount of victories. Whenever a case is dismissed, it's a win. It's a win. These sort of things. That is true. Like they'll take anything out of proportion if the judge even remotely rules in their favor. It's ridiculous.
Mainly downstairs in front of district court in the entryway.
Okay. And did you review this, thumb drive prior to sitting here to testify today?
Yes, I did.
And does everything on this thumb drive, was that pulled from the system from November 30th?
Objection, this is all hearsay. Anything that is on that video is all hearsay.
All right. How is something that is allegedly on video hearsay? If you ask me, that's more like direct proof right there. She does not know what hearsay means, and that's going to be a running theme throughout this video. Oh, man. It kind of reminds me, her saying that, it kind of reminds me of the Aussie Sopsit, the one that was running from the police yelling "free man on the land." Like, imagine if that video got played in court and he would try and say, "No, that's not evidence, Your Honor. It's on video, it's not hearsay." Exactly. This is what we get when someone gets their lessons on how to defend themselves in court from Darrell Brooks. And yes, we have over 50 viewers today. Good turnout for a Monday stream. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Just helps out that YouTube algorithm and helps recommend my channel to more people.
It hasn't been offered into evidence yet, so hold on a second.
So you were able to view everything on the thumb drive?
Yes.
And, was that all footage from those cameras from November 30th?
Hearsay.
Yes, it was.
It hasn't
They
been offered
definitely
into
are
evidence yet.
trans girls.
And
No, I know your presumptions are that if it's said in court and it's not objected, it becomes presumptive evidence.
All he said is that he reviewed it. So continue.
And did it appear to be,
She is leading the
edited in
witness.
any way?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Did it appear to be edited in any way?
No, the software that we have does not allow us to edit.
So it's the full, capture of that
Yes,
time frame.
yes.
Okay, I'd move to admit People's Exhibit 1.
Okay, exhibit 1 has been offered for admission. Ms. Bridgman, do you have an objection?
I have an objection that anything in the hallway is going to be considered contempt of court.
Okay, it is, I'm going to presume that that's an objection as to relevance. It is relevant.
Thank you, Casey, for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, as always, my friend, for your continued support here on the channel. And welcome to the new members. Welcome, Sean, Gary, Greg, Randall, Mr. Mimsy, I am poster 7, Holden, Deborah, Methodist Dave, and Jeff Brown. Welcome to all the new members. And thank you again, Casey, for your continued support.
Objection over exhibit 1 submitted.
Thank you. Your Honor.
So, my honor, can we move to settle this? Because I know your main objective is to get me into jail unconstitutionally again.
Ms. Bridgman, I assure you that is not my objective today. If it is your objective, there's easy ways that you can make that happen. by
That would be a
continuing.
nightmare, PJC.
But I assure you that is not my intention today. All right, so 1's in.
Thank you, Your Honor. The time frame on the video is 2 hours. I don't think the court wants to, I don't want to show the full 2-hour video.
Oh, yeah, and that's another thing she keeps doing. She keeps saying, for some reason, she keeps saying "my honor," which I'm not sure where she got that from. That must be in some stupid sausage script that she got. And hey, Xerxes, yes, I did see that this morning, which is awesome news. Excellent. And hopefully he's on the road to recovery. Just going through the chat real quick just to see if I missed anything. All right.
If I would be allowed to present various snippets of relevant time from the video.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so Ms. Bridgman, Ms. Miller's gonna play portions of the security footage for the court. I'm not sure if you're able to see it from where you are standing. Again, I invite you, you're welcome to sit at the table where you can see the footage.
Hey,
I was there,
Anna,
Your
great to
Honor,
see you.
and before the living God, I know what's on that video, and I have not violated or broken any laws. I have stood in the way of your Commerce Court, so I understand that that's a contempt of court charge because you're a for-profit court.
Go ahead.
And for the record, my office did contact Ms. Birchman to offer to give her a copy of the flash drive or have put on a flash drive for her, and she indicated that she did not want a copy.
Okay, go ahead and play. And about how long is this footage?
The various clips that I show will be approximately 5 minutes.
I will check that out, Edward. Thanks for letting me know. Hopefully that game lives up to the hype. Hey, Kova, great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, the focus is right here.
I can't see anything.
Okay, well, I can move the TV closer to the
Well, I
bench.
don't know if that'll, I don't know if that'll help you. That's way off in the corner.
I can move to the next clip and see if the court can see anything on that.
I mean, I see there's people down in the hall.
I don't believe that is on the PlayStation 5 yet, Inquisitor Bacon. I tried looking for it, but I could not find it. Hopefully they do bring it to PS5 at some point.
I don't see how it would help me render a decision.
Well, then I can just reserve to show the clips in
Okay.
case we need to later on. Then I have no further questions for Mr. Burke.
All right, Ms. Bridgman, do you have any questions for the witness, David Berg?
Oh boy, this should be interesting.
When's the last time you were at Salvation Army with your daughter?
Couple weeks probably.
Sorry, I missed it. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would call Seth Flores.
Now, Your Honor, before you call the next witness, I would love to be in honor in your courtroom. And I would ask that we would settle to save this young man.
We're in the middle of it here. Mr. Flores, would you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, sir. Okay.
Can you state your name for the record?
Seth Flores.
And can you spell your last name?
FLO.
So, to my knowledge, this guy that just took the stand is a guy that she pretty much tried to scam because he was in court previously on some type of traffic thing. I can't remember if it's a DUI or whatnot. I'm sure we'll find out. But I guess the defendant, the soft suit, tried to scam this guy and basically bring him down the soft suit rabbit hole.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And were you present in this building on November 30th, 2023?
Yes, I believe so.
Why did you come to the building on that day?
I had a court date for an arraignment,
Okay, do you remember what time you showed up at the court?
I think around 10, maybe.
And when you came into the building, what happened?
Walked in, Beth approached me, Seemed like she wanted to help me. She told me I didn't need a lawyer. And.
Yep, that is true, Gary. And great to see you.
To one.
Okay, can I stop you for a minute? You said Beth approached you. Do you see Beth in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
What's she wearing?
Jacket.
I asked the court to, for the record to reflect that, Mr. Flores identified Ms. Bridgman.
And the district court is clerking it, and they're telling me they're having a hard time hearing the witness. Mr. Flores, can you speak up and use your outside voice?
Yeah.
Should I repeat the question?
No, go ahead.
Okay, and so before you walked into the building on the 30th, did you know, Beth?
No.
You just met her on that day?
Yeah.
And, when you went into the courtroom, did anyone go with you?
No.
You don't remember anyone being in the courtroom with you?
They didn't walk in with me or.
I guess I can clarify. Once you were in the building and then you went into the room where the judge is, did anyone go
Okay,
with you
leading
into
the
that building?
witness, come on.
But that's just laying overrules. Go ahead.
Yes, I walked in the courtroom.
Yep, that is exactly what she tried to do. Practice law without a license. I feel bad for this guy. He was here on some traffic thing, and he gets pulled into this sovereign citizen nonsense. Ridiculous. And she's probably tried doing this to other people that we just don't know about. That's the sad thing.
I thought you would have prepped them better than this page.
Ms.
And-
Bridgman, that is not a proper objection. That's an interjection. That's disorderly. Don't do that. I know
Exactly, Casey.
you're an adult human being, so you're capable of controlling yourself. So please do so. This is a format that has to be dignified and follow proper procedures and be
Oh,
orderly.
you just made my case, Judge, because your oath is not properly in order.
Mr. Flores, so just to repeat, when you went into the room with the judge, did anyone go with you?
Just that.
Okay. And, at some point when you were in the room, do you remember if Beth said anything to the judge?
That I didn't need a lawyer.
I didn't say that in the court.
Hang on, you can't.
Leading the
Miss-
witness. You're
Bridgman,
putting
you
words in
can't-
his mouth.
You'll have an opportunity to ask questions, but you can't interject.
Well, I have to object.
And then, at some point, did the judge tell you to do anything?
Speak to a lawyer.
Okay. Did you ever speak to a lawyer on that day?
What's your objection?
She's just leading. She's taking him through every step, which I can refute. And
Lady, it's not. The prosecutor is not leading him. She's asking him what happened on that day.
she's telling him, you should have done this prior, Paige. You should have had him in here earlier and prepped him.
She asked him a question, did this happen? And he said, yes, that's perfectly.
That's
proper.
leading.
That is
No,
not
she
leading.
should ask him
Objection.
what happened.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what happens when you listen to Darrell Brooks and YouTube University. This is the result right here. Oh, I 100% agree, Kova. She's chili levels of annoying. Hey, Mr. Mimsy, great to see you. And hey, Jim, great to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Yes, they are practicing law without a license. They're more than free to represent themselves if they choose, but the second you try and represent somebody else and you don't have a law license, that's a crime. Plain and simple.
Do you recall what happened when you tried to, or when an attorney approached you in the hallway?
Beth tried speaking to him and wouldn't let him speak to me.
Do you remember who that lawyer was?
Gilbert.
And were you ever able to talk to Gilbert about your arraignment?
No chance,
Only after.
Nancy.
What do you mean by only after?
Like, I don't think I did. Maybe like a couple of days or a week after.
Okay, but not on the 30th. Did you ever
No.
talk to Mr. Gilbert?
Not on that day, no.
And did you ever give any paperwork back to the court that morning?
Yes, I did.
Did you write anything on that paper?
Can we ask him what he did? Objection?
She is overruled.
No, she's not.
Not completely sure what I wrote on the ticket. Something about it's my personal vehicle, or it wasn't my personal vehicle and I wasn't driving.
Why did you write that on your ticket?
That suggested me to.
And does that mean anything to you, what you wrote on the paper?
Not necessarily.
Coffee sounds really good right now, actually.
So you said that Beth suggested that you write that on your ticket?
Yes.
And what did you do with the ticket after you wrote on it?
I think I turned it into the civil court desk.
But you don't have a transcriber, you have to keep all the notes yourself. Or is that what's going on?
So
Ms.
after,
Pritchard, that's not a proper objection. Stop misbehaving. You know how to behave.
I'm not sure I'm the only one in bad behavior, Your Honor, according to Article 2 or Article 3, Section 2 court.
Go ahead, Ms.
You might be in bad behavior.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Once you hand it to the bailiff, we'll have the bailiff do
See, and the reason I think the judge isn't holding her in contempt of court and just sending her up to a jail cell right now is because then this hearing would have to stop, and then at a later date she would have to be brought back to finish the hearing. I think the judge just wants to get this over with and move on.
Is that a copy of your ticket? And is that your handwriting on it?
Yes,
Is that what you turned into the court?
I believe so.
Yep, she refused to go into the well because she claims that if she does that, she's given the court jurisdiction, which is, as we all know, it's a completely ridiculous argument.
Your Honor, I guess I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the ticket. I believe it's in the court's file.
That's also true, Jim.
Already on what Mr. Flores turned into the district window on November 30th.
it is or not, but I'll also take judicial notice of the court's own records. Do you have it marked as an exhibit?
I do.
Is it, what number is it?
It's exhibit 2.
2 will be admitted.
Thank you.
Or-
And then after you gave your ticket to the window, what did you do next?
I was advised to leave.
Who advised you to leave?
That
So, at that point, did you leave?
Yeah,
At any point in that morning, did you, address the court on your ticket?
no, I did not.
And after you initially were told to meet with an attorney, did you ever go back into the courtroom?
I think about a week later.
Okay, but that day, did you ever go back?
No,
And following, following leaving the courtroom, what did you do after that?
just went out and got some lunch.
Okay, who did you do that with?
Uh,
Do you remember where that was?
I'm not really sure. Libby's maybe.
Okay, and then, did Did,
Sorry, Mr. Flores, you're really gonna have to use your outside voice.
and while you were at lunch, did Ms. Bertrand ever give you any money?
No. Oh, for, my phone, gas,
So did she give you any money?
yeah,
How much money did she give you?
$60,
And what, was that $60 in cash?
yes,
And that occurred after the same day as the court arraignment in the morning?
I believe so.
I don't have any more questions for this witness.
All right, Mr.
Not a joke. I actually heard someone like her say, "My Second Amendment right on our main airport. You're in the Netherlands. You cannot carry a gun over here." Oh, I love it when these idiots cite the United States Constitution when they're in other countries. They just make themselves look like complete jackasses when they do that. I've seen sovereign citizens over in London start reciting Supreme Court laws, and all I'm thinking is like, why are you citing Supreme Court rulings when you're in freaking London? It has no meaning over there whatsoever. Hey, Big Bork, little bite, great to see you.
Bertrand, do you have any questions for Mr. Flores?
Sure.
Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be interesting. Hey, Frauditor Roundup, great to see you. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good to see you, sir. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances. The way I recall it, you were talking to some of my friends before we talked, or we were talking and then we went out into the hallway, but.
Your Honor, I guess I'd object, that's not a question.
Sure, you'll have a chance to offer testimony under oath if you want, but you just made a statement about your recollection.
Okay.
You can ask questions of this witness.
Okay, Seth. Let's see, did I injure you in any way that day?
No,
Yes,
Did
in my opinion, you tried scamming him into this sovereign citizen crap. In my opinion, that would be considered injuring him.
I cause you to lose money in any way that day?
no,
Did you tell me about what Deputy Dukowski had been saying to you on your two other MIPs?
yeah, yes,
Did I suggest or had, offer some information to you that you had willingly, as a passenger in a vehicle, surrendered all of your God-given rights, and you did not need to do that?
yeah,
And that you have the right to stand up under common law and not be placed through tyrannical police measures?
yes.
Did you tell me what Officer Dukowski said when he pulled you over? What was the reason he pulled you over that night?
He did not state a reason.
Was it something about a Butler Road in what I could recall?
Believe he told us, or the driver, my friend, that he crossed the center line.
I believe you had told me the white line,
Yeah,
which is not the center line. And there are no white lines out there on Butler when you turn off. How far did Deputy Dukowski follow you that night?
Your Honor, I guess
Oh, definitely. She doesn't care at all. All she cares about is trying to prove to her followers that have came with her to court today. All she cares about is running the script and trying to prove to them that this crap works when it really doesn't work. She could care less about this witness that she almost got locked up. Hey, Lindy Pindy, great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I'd object to the relevance of the question.
I'll overrule it. Go ahead and answer the question.
from Subway to, Butler Road. They said that we crossed the line by, Subway, but I don't recall.
Okay. I recall you, and listen, I know this was a high stress environment for you, okay? And I have many friends in town who have gone through this, same thing.
I guess I'm.
And so-
Well, I think she's laying the groundwork for a question. Go-
Because-
You have to end up at a question.
If you've gone through 3 years of COVID in the schools and complied with everything, you're very compliant.
Oh, really? For freak's sakes. She's really gonna go down this route. COVID. Holy crap. This is a long video. We are almost at the halfway point.
He did comply with me. I offered him liberty. You offered him, maybe Dukowski talked about taking his vehicle. Is that right? Are
Yes.
those the terms you had told me?
Yes.
Yeah. As a passenger, did you really have to surrender to all those things that you cooperated with them on?
No,
No,
not completely.
no.
Hey, Nightwolf, great
And
to see you.
so was I offering, I know that this county doesn't like common law, but it's
I will say, without spoiling it, this does have a happy ending.
actually still on the books. And it's a natural recourse. And there are plenty of laws that say, if nobody's hurt and nobody was injured, there is no crime. So I was suggesting that you stand up for your rights for once, because I don't even know where you guys got the alcohol.
Is this
Can you
in
tell me
there?
where you got the
There you
alcohol?
go. Ask questions.
And she keeps trying to testify when she's supposed to be asking the witness questions. Like, if you're gonna play lawyer, at least have some idea of what you're doing.
Can you tell me where you got the alcohol?
Well, hold on. I'm not gonna have you ask Mr. Flores anymore about the underlying substance of his case, because he would have certain privilege rights against self-incrimination.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna have you do that.
You had just gotten off work, is that right?
No,
How long had you been off work?
probably a couple hours. I got off around 8.
And it was what time were you picked up?
But again, I guess, I will go back and sustain the earlier objection. What happened during the traffic stop with Mr. Flores is not relevant to the question of whether you unlawfully gave him legal advice at the courthouse or interfered with his arraignments, or failed to appear for the show cause.
So stay with me,
that's
Your
relevant.
Honor, because I believe there were some deals cut in order to target me.
Well, ask him that. Ask him
Okay.
if those of any deals.
Were
that
there
were cut
any
for
deals
whatever.
made to keep somebody that you love from harm if you testified against me?
Hey, Brutal Bob.
No, we had the court date and, the charges were dropped to two civil infractions. And then after, the court case, I was sent a letter in the mail to, be here today to testify.
So were you charged with anything after they sent you the letter? Because I remember you called me that night, or you messaged me that night and said they sent you a letter in the mail
That was,
to pull you back into their jurisdiction like they did me, only they arrested me, Seth, so yes,
that was, previous letters from the court.
that had shown up. But it worried you, it
Yeah.
worried you. I know it worried you. What did I suggest that you do? Because I don't know how parents leave kids and the first thing kids should do is text their mom and dad, get over here, I got the cops
She
pulling me over
definitely
again
is
in the middle
delusional.
of the night.
Sure.
Now, you had told me that you were pulled over at 3 AM. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Welcome back,
Again, I would
Edward.
object about the underlying case.
Right, again, the facts and circumstances of his, the stop are not relevant. It's just.
I believe that we're protecting somebody here, Your Honor. I think it is pertinent. And I'm not afraid to go down as the bad person, even though I didn't harm Seth and I didn't cause him any property damage. Is that right, Seth?
Do you have Well,
Yes.
that, he did say that. I do want to ask you, Mr. Flores, you said that it was just dropped to 2 civil
Hey, Roisin, great to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, my friend.
infractions. Was that conditioned in any way on your offering testimony in this matter?
No,
Go ahead and continue.
Well, I know it can be subtle, right, Seth? Would you say that when you're in authority's presence, you are probably going through some form of high anxiety?
yes, I'm nervous when I get pulled over.
And do you know that people can completely forget? I've worked with at-risk kids, taking tests and everything else.
She works with at-risk kids. If that's freaking true, then that is freaking scary as hell. Holy crap.
And they can completely forget what has occurred. And they're open to suggestions. And I know how to calm kids down. And was I not willing to stand with you if you were going to be pulled over? Did I not tell you if the Kowski came at you for the 4th time to get a hold of me?
Yeah, I felt more confident after that, but I'm still nervous when cops pull me over, even when I'm not in the wrong.
Is it possible because of your high anxiety around, and this, you're not alone in this, dude. I can show you a dozen people in this room at least who have high anxiety around this place and anything having to do with it. And these gentlemen, is it possible that some of your memory today is not exactly right?
Maybe not 100%.
Do you think I felt I needed to protect you and Gilbert? Because I knew what Gilbert was trying to do. He was trying to put you back in their jurisdiction. They were trying to make money off of you. And I was preventing that, right?
And lady, you're trying to make money off of him by running this soft sit crap.
I felt guided almost.
You felt what?
I felt guided almost because nobody was really telling me what to do.
So there were a few details that I would say I recollect differently, but I would no more put any of my friends in the jurisdiction of his authority and this court's authority and subpoenas and bonds and everything else to testify against you.
Okay, that's not the
Because
question.
I don't
Ask your
care, Your
question.
Honor. I'm here to protect Seth
All right.
and anybody else.
Can you redirect?
Yes.
I think that she forgot that she is the one on trial here, not the witness. She right now is going off, testifying basically about his court cases, which really don't have anything to do with anything besides from the fact that she tried to represent him at his initial court date. She really forgot that she's the one here on trial.
Mr. Flores, do you recall when you came back to the court after that arraignment day?
Maybe a week after.
Okay, at that point, do you recall if you,
No, to my knowledge, she is not related to the witness. This is just some random person that she tried to help, and he got twisted up in this stuff, basically, because of her.
resolved your underlying case with civil infractions?
Yes, we did that day.
Okay,
This wasn't use of battery, there's use of codes
Hang on,
and statutes.
Mr. You'll have to leave the.
And now we have her idiotic, I don't know, should I call it a cult or supporters, just yelling things now from the gallery.
I'm out of here, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nick.
Ridiculous.
so you resolved your case of civil infractions, you said a week after?
Yes.
And then at some point, did you, come for did the court issue a show of cause against you?
I can't recall.
Okay, do you remember if there was another hearing that was held after you?
Are we not just leaving
entered
and
your
then I
show
just
cause?
substantiate that he
Hang on, the
high
question, the
threat
objection
environment,
was,
people forget?
hang on, the objection was leading, that is a leading question, sustained.
think after the.
Hang on, the question, if there was an objection to the question, I sustained it, so we have to wait for another.
So did you provide testimony in your underlying case at some other time, other than today?
During the civil infractions, when I got charged.
Okay, do you remember what the date was?
I do not, I do not know the date. I think it was December, sometime December.
But you don't remember why you were testifying?
Well, Anastasia, they're sovereign citizens. Apparently, they can do whatever they want, right? At least in our little fantasy world, they think they can do whatever they want.
For, I don't recall.
And you said earlier that you felt guided while you were dealing with Miss Bridgman. Who did you feel was guiding you?
Miss Bridgman, because nobody really directed me where to go, and it was one of my first experiences here, so I didn't really know what was going on.
Do you remember if the judge ever told you where to go?
After we entered the courtroom, he advised that I should talk to a lawyer.
But at that point, did you already feel guided?
I kind of felt I didn't know who to trust.
I think this has kind of been asked and answered.
Okay. I don't have any more questions then.
All right, Mr. Flores, thank you for your testimony. Ms. Sutton. Any additional witnesses, Ms. Stone?
Yes, Your Honor, the people would call Mr. Gilbert.
Usually online, OP stands for original poster. Like, say if you're in like a subreddit or a Reddit thread, people will often say, well, the OP said this, for example. That's how I know of that.
Oh, this is part of the bar. Click. Let's do this, Jim.
Gilbert, raise your right hand for me. Yeah. You sound swear that the testimony.
So now I believe this is a defense lawyer, I believe.
You're about to give this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Can you state your name for the record?
James Gilbert.
And how are you employed?
Primarily, I am a public defender for Sheboygan and Frisco County.
And were you working in that capacity on November 30th, 2023?
I was the MIDC arraignment attorney that day, plus I had my own caseload.
Are you familiar with Seth Flores?
Yes, I've met him.
How are you familiar?
I knew him briefly that day. because
Isn't this all hearsay?
his case got called
Your
up.
video? Oh, because he's a qualified bar association member?
No, he's testifying from his personal knowledge, so that
Okay.
objection is overruled. Go ahead.
And then I later met him on a one-on-one level after his mother brought him back into the county building a few days or a week later.
Okay, so back on the 30th, did you ever meet with Mr. Flores?
Not one-on-one.
Did you ever attempt to meet with Mr. Flores?
I did.
Can you tell me about that attempt?
Oh, yes, I was in the courtroom and at some point in time, his case was called. And usually what happens is the people as they come in go up to our office on this floor and we meet with them there before their arraignment to tell them what's gonna happen. I had not met with Mr. Florence. He was in the courtroom. Judge Visna called his case and asked if he had met with the arraignment attorney. He said no, and Judge Visna told him that he should meet with me. And then what happened was there was another gentleman in the room that made some comment about I wasn't gonna represent him, just to tell the court that I wasn't gonna meet with them. I said, I can't do that. I need to finish up with a couple of cases and I'd be out for hallway to meet with them. And a little bit later, I attempted to do that.
Wow.
Can you tell me about the attempt in the hallway?
Yes, I walked out into the hallway and Mr. Florence was there with the lady that's here in the courtroom. And
The woman, the living soul.
okay. But on 3 attempts, I tried to talk to Mr. Florence and each time I was interrupted. Wasn't allowed to talk to him.
And who interrupted you?
The woman in the courtroom in the green jacket or coat.
Okay, isn't this some kind of bar association star chamber thing we got going on here? Wow.
Ms. Bridgman, testimony under oath, and you'll have.
Boy, like, I wish the judge would do something about her just constantly yelling out and disrupting the testimony. I'm learning, I'm learning so much from Beth. Direct eyewitness testimony is hearsay. Who knew?
Have a chance for cross-examination.
Okay, I just
Stop interrupting.
invalidated your oath.
You did-
What does testimony under oath mean in this county?
Ms. Bridgman, I mean, I've warned you repeatedly. I don't know if you're having some enjoyment out of that, but I really want you to participate in the courtroom fully from this. If you continue to
I know.
disrupt it, I'll have you watch it from a jail cell over video and I'll mute you and you can just listen. But I don't want to do that. I want you to participate fully. Will you please cooperate with me in that and let the process go forward? I mean, we got to have a hearing, so
I see what, I
a
see
star
what you
chamber
did
is something
here.
that determines guilt without a hearing. So
I'd
we're
like to
having a
see
hearing. Go
Gilbert's
ahead
oath
with
of
the next
office.
question.
And I got yours.
So you said you were interrupted 3 times, is that what you said?
That's correct.
Point, or what did you do after that?
After that, I just, I went back up to our office and at that time, there was like the person that's in charge was a gentleman, and Mr. Keough, I just reported what had happened. And pretty much that was it. I learned later that Mr. Florence had left the building.
Okay, and then did you, so at any point, did you assist Mr. Flores with an arraignment on that date?
I did not.
And at any point, were you able to go over the facts of his case and advise him of his rights?
I was not. I attempted on 3 times and I don't remember the exact order. I, at one point, tried to explain in the hallway what my job was. The lady, here, Ms. Bridgman, interrupted me at one point in time and said, you know, his job is to scare the hell out of you. That was one time. She interrupted. I tried again. I was told that Mr. Florence was not going to contract with me. And I thought the 2 of them worked together. And then there was a 3rd time I was interrupted and I basically said, okay, I'm done.
And then, at some point later, you met with Mr. Flores?
That was
So basically, this lawyer on the stand was trying to help the witness that we saw earlier, but of course, the defendant in this case, the sausage, kept interrupting and trying to basically trick him with this sausage crap.
a couple days later, a couple days or possibly a week.
And
I don't remember exactly.
do you recall if, there was any other hearings in his case?
I was subpoenaed, as I was today, for I believe, a show cause hearing for Mr. Florence that I had to testify at, and I believe that was in December,
Do you remember what the underlying, show cause was?
for his failure to stay for the arraignment.
And that would have been the arraignment on the 30th?
Correct.
I don't have any more questions, Mr. Gilbert.
Ms. Bridgman, any cross-exam questions for Mr. Gilbert?
Yes, so you take.
This
a
is gonna
kid
be good.
who's Anxious. Gave away all of his inalienable rights when, if he gave his driver's license to Kowski, just violated the law. He was a passenger in the vehicle. And he didn't give accurate testimony, but I'm not gonna make him perjure himself. And everything you just said does not line up with people that I have here that were there.
have
Do
a
you want me to
question?
call witnesses, Your Honor?
Okay, you haven't asked the witness a question.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume you don't want to ask the witness questions. Okay.
Was Seth
One more
really in the courtroom and arraigned and approached by you in the courtroom?
He was never arraigned. He was in the courtroom, and the judge advised that he needed to speak with me. And I said I had 2 more matters. I'd be out in the hallway, and that's where you and him were waiting out in the hallway. That's when I
So
tried to approach Mr. Flores.
did Seth and were we aware that the judge, because was it perhaps that when Seth turned in the paperwork to the clerk of court, that
Hey, Kim Crawford, great to see you. Hey, Mark Baggett, kind of lurking. Not feeling well today. Glad you're live. I hope you feel better soon, Kim. And thanks for hanging out with us.
And she let the judge know, and the judge let you know, go out there and get him, and she's talking to him, and you better go get him arraigned. You better go talk to him, because I already had him out there and done before you were ever on the scene. You took all of his inalienable rights, violated due process for the kid, and then you're trying to make him put him in your jurisdiction, and I was.
And everything you're saying right now is wrong. And number two, that sounds like testimony to me. You're still not asking him any questions. And three, what you did was even worse. If what you were saying was remotely even true, what you're saying is even worse. You tried to screw that kid, mess up his life with this sovereign citizen crap. And yeah, exactly, Pig and Poke. She is giving testimony. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Encoded. Hello, travelers. Just finished Spirit Planning. Great to see you.
Saving him from that because.
Do you have a question for Mr. Gilbert?
Yes.
Ask it.
Are you prepared to perjure yourself? Okay, it's nice that, I'm glad I
If
didn't
that's
say
not a proper
360.
question, I'm gonna determine that Ms. Bridgman is elected, that she doesn't want to ask.
Okay,
Mr. Gilbert
let me ask
question.
him.
She just wants to rail against him. Mr. Gilbert, you can step down.
Yeah, how do you ask questions of when you.
Oh, I love that. This judge just shut her down real quickly with her question. It's like when Darrell Brooks kept getting shut down, asking witnesses irrelevant questions during his trial. Hey, Conspiracy Music. Good morning. I hope you're doing well.
You've all cooked this all up between yourselves.
Ms. Miller, your next witness.
Your Honor, I don't have any further witnesses in this matter.
Okay. And the court will take judicial notice of its own files and the transcript of the arraignment on November 30th, the transcript of the order to show cause on December 21st, and on the failure to appear. The court will take judicial notice of Ms. Bridgman's returning the order to show up, the order to appear, cut into strips.
We're getting close to the end, Erica.
Accepted, as well as the statements that she made at her arraignment on the bench warrant. All right, so Ms. Bridgman,
So this is how you
do you have any witnesses that you wish to present?
I have to say that even being here today and putting myself and submitting myself to your authority that has not been substantiated goes against the one and living God that I respond to. You cannot ask me.
Okay, so I've given you an
Anybody
opportunity.
want to go stand on what happened that day? But I don't want anybody to enter your jurisdiction, Your
Okay,
Honor,
so-
because,
So you're not
okay,
calling.
my honor, let's do it this way.
Hang on.
So basically, she's refusing to call any witnesses now, saying that if they pass the bar, they'll be given the court jurisdiction. And of course, she's going back to that my honor crap again. What a freaking circus.
So I've offered you an opportunity to call witnesses and you've elected not to. Closing arguments, Ms. Miller.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the court find Ms. Bridgman in contempt for the unauthorized, for interfering with Mr. Flores' arraignment from the MIDC and engaging in unauthorized practice of law. There was testimony that Mr. Flores didn't know Ms. Bridgman before he entered the courtroom the courthouse on the 30th, that she approached him, that she was with him when she was with him in the courtroom. She told him that he didn't need a lawyer. She was providing legal advice to him, saying that he didn't need to, he was driving his personal vehicle and he didn't need to engage with the process. He testified that she told him what to write on the ticket to provide to the court. I asked the court to take judicial notice of the ticket with Mr. Flores' writing on it. He testified that once he turned it in, he was advised to leave the building by Ms. Bridgman before he had his arraignment.
Wow.
So I would, and then further, the testimony of Mr. Gilbert, that he was the arraignment attorney, that he was in the courtroom when the judge indicated that Mr. Flores should meet with him. He testified that Ms. Bridgman interrupted him 3 times. From
Thanks,
meeting
Jim. We
with
will
Mr.
check
Flores,
that
and he
out.
tried to, but wasn't able to. He wasn't able to advise him of his rights or to go over the ticket with him, and further that Mr. Flores left without being arraigned on the
Is
matter.
it still possible to object to all these presumptive evidences? You brought your own people in who are on the county payroll.
It's closing argument. Go ahead. You
And I would
have your
ask-
chance.
And I would ask the court, I think it's clear that Ms. Bridgman was interfering with Mr. Flores's meeting with the arraignment attorney by physically preventing Mr. Gilbert from meeting with him, further telling him what to put on a piece of a document to submit to the court on his behalf, would also, that would also be engaging in giving him legal advice. So I find I'd ask the court to find her contempt on that, and I'd also ask the court to find her contempt for failing to appear on the show cause that was issued to her on the 20th of December. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ms. Bridgman, now's your opportunity to make any closing argument that you wish. Go ahead.
I am not in this hearing situation. This has been conducted as
I'm not here at this hearing. Lady, what the hell do you call this then? Just because you think the court has no jurisdiction because you didn't cross the magical bar doesn't mean anything. You're there in the courtroom and you're gonna be found guilty and taken to jail.
as what is called a star chamber. As all of our founding fathers left because the Bar Association members are arraigned against a witness and they have no due process. Has anybody here not witnessed a breach of public trust and due process?
Yes.
Well, people could judge for themselves. We've conducted a hearing. People can testify.
It's not a hearing, it's a witch hunt.
Hang on.
Freaking delusional. Holy crap. And all these people that are yelling out from the gallery, they should just automatically be thrown in contempt, in my opinion.
There was no,
Conclude your closing argument. All right. Any further outbursts? You'll have to leave or you'll be taken into custody.
So-
It's in order.
practicing law, none of you have an actual license to practice law. Did you know that, right? A bar association membership is not a license. You're not registered on LARA, the state's licensing administration. You're not registered.
Apparently
Your
so.
primary oath is to the bar association, and we know about your secret commitments to one another and not to follow the unalienable rights of the people and due process.
The people's court.
This is not, you have just set up a star chamber and you've got guys with guns ready to carry out whatever you want, and you have not even taken enough care about the people and your situation in the court to execute a proper oath. You should have had somebody swear that oath to you. You can't sign your own oath and have it notarized. You did that with the prosecutor. You have to have somebody who swore you in, signing it, and then a notary. It takes 3 people. I should not be submitted. If somebody is practicing law without a license, it's all of you bar association members.
Yep.
No, there is no license. It's a private membership.
And the crowd goes mild. Literally, what was that? Like 3 people out of an entire room full of people just clapped for her? So delusional.
And I cannot subject myself as a living soul to an authority that violates my God-given unalienable rights. And if you gentlemen carry that out, have you any idea what you're doing? What you're being asked to do? You need to think about it, because I can tell you right now, our military
Hey,
is
David
watching
Prince.
every move you make right now.
This is definitely a soft sit full of word salad. Well, if you can find it, I think I want some too, trans girl.
This is your opportunity to stand for the people and not for the people that are trying to steal every one of our rights as they did with Seth Flores. You should be ashamed of yourself, Deputy Dukowski. You told him on the second MIP you were gonna take his vehicle and he was gonna have to pay $12,000 to get it out of the impound. Do you know how many friends I have that can't drive a freaking car in this county up until the age of 35? I don't practice law. I practice rights. I practice people living free and supporting one another. So if your court finds me guilty, your court is finding every God-given right the universe has ever known to be a fraud.
Sadly, yes. Yes, she does, Casey. And she is in for a rude awakening because that is definitely not happening. Well, at least she can plead not guilty because of insanity. That's one thing, I guess. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised she hasn't tried that yet. Sure that'll be coming if she tries to appeal this.
We would be happy to administer the real oath for you today, Judge Gathia. We have a body of people. We would be happy to do that. We need a district court judge for the people to reinstate common law. The Bar Association has bought out the entire state of Michigan for the CCP. I know what that means. I know what your role in that means, and I believe redemption is for everyone. And I could be your best friend to make, I believe you know God's truth. I believe you want to do God's truth. And I believe you could be the man that we need. But we have to leave this process of the Bar Association, and you have to take an accurate oath.
I'll witness it.
Oh, there's a two out there.
All right, thank you, Ms. Bridger. And now I'll make the ruling. Article 6 of Michigan's Constitution of 1963 vests the judicial power of the state of Michigan in the Supreme Court and courts of record as established by law. It also gives the Supreme Court superintending control over all the lower courts.
Yes, it
Michigan's
is.
Constitution also provides for the passage of public acts passed by the legislature and approved by the governor. These statutes, despite bad information that people get online, have the force of law.
Oh, I love this. He's now basically calling out her soft sit BS.
Michigan has a statutory system regulating the practice of law. Michigan Code Law 600.901 through 949. Section 904 vests the Supreme Court with the power over the state. Ms. Bridgman, you may not leave the courtroom.
I'm gonna talk to somebody. I'm not trying to get away, Dukowski. You won't see
Okay.
me at 3
Ms.
a.m. on
Bridgman.
Butler Road.
I'm giving my ruling here.
Okay.
Section 904 vests the Supreme Court with power over the State Bar of Michigan, which under Section 901 is a public body corporate consisting of all persons licensed to practice law in Michigan. Section 916 makes it illegal for anyone to practice law unless they're licensed to do so.
You're not
The
licensed.
Michigan Supreme Court in State Bar v. Kramer, 399 Mich. 116 in 1976, noted that this statutory scheme merely recognizes the inherent authority of the courts at common law to control the practice of law, dating back to the common law of England. When so-called sovereign citizens complain about the common law, they neglect to notice that the common law was what courts said.
Codes and
This
statutes
regulation is
are
rooted
not
in the
law.
importance of protecting the public from the danger of unskilled persons practicing law.
Lady, just because you disagree that codes and statutes aren't law doesn't make it true. You can disagree all you want, but your opinion doesn't matter at all. And by the way, codes and statutes are, in fact, laws.
Oh my goodness.
What constitutes the practice of law? In Dressel v. Ameribank, the Michigan Supreme Court in 2003 held that a person engages in the practice of law when he counsels or assists another in matters that require the use of legal discretion and profound legal knowledge.
So, Your Honor, where
Now,
was
basic
that
free
in my
speech
latest
protection
charges?
protect the right of people to espouse beliefs and to tell.
Lady, we are way past the point of giving testimony and making arguments. The judge is making his ruling and is about to lock you up.
Other people about those beliefs.
Ryan,
So Ms. Bridgman has the free speech right to believe what she wants to about courts and government and to tell other people about that. This includes, of course, criticism of government and of the courts, but to give advice, guidance, and assistance to another person in their own legal matter at the courthouse to be applied to their particular case at that time crosses the line into the practice of law. At its heart, the practice of law is applying legal knowledge to a particular issue or problem. This unauthorized practice of law is a contempt of court.
you had that written up earlier, didn't you?
Additionally, interfering with someone meeting with their attorney is a disruption of the court process and is therefore also a contempt of court.
He was not there to
The
meet
primary
with his
purpose of
attorney
the
yet.
contempt power is to preserve the effectiveness and sustain the power of the court. The power to hold a party in contempt is inherent in the judiciary, yet still the legislature has recognized this and codified it. This is merely a recognition of the common law contempt power of courts. Among these statutes, section 600, section 1701
True, Gary.
provides that any court of record may hold in contempt all persons for assuming to be and acting as officers, attorneys, or counselors of any court without authority,
Good Lord.
or for other unlawful interference with or resistance to the process or proceedings in any action. So interfering with a person's consultation with an appointed attorney as directed by a judge interferes with that process in that court case and is a contempt of court.
But they tell you.
Let's just pretend.
There are
Doesn't
two
even
forms of contempt, civil and criminal. Civil contempt applies when someone refuses to obey a court order and the court coerces their compliance. So in civil contempt, the person can contempt by obeying the order. Criminal contempt
You
applies
guys
to
put
past
hands on
action
me today.
for failure to appear as a criminal contempt.
Be careful.
The court, Ms. Bridgman. You've had your, I've given you every
Aaron, you are
opportunity.
misbehaving. You had this prepared. You
I
looked it
am.
up with your witnesses.
Really? She has the audacity to tell the judge that he's misbehaving? Have you seen yourself? Have you acted during this entire hearing? Holy crap. Yeah, having an attitude with the judge, because that's always a good idea, right?
Come on
Court
now.
of Appeals has specifically.
I was not
held
practicing
criminal
law.
contempt is-
I was practicing rights. Common law and the Constitution is about rights, not law,
So the court
not your
finds,
legal
finds
stuff.
Ms. Bridgman in contempt of court
Oh,
for
yes.
the unauthorized practice of law in giving Mr. Flores advice particular to his situation on what to write on his ticket as a lawful defense, to disobey the court's direction to consult with the MIDC attorney, which is required by law, and to leave the
By codes and
courthouse when he
statutes.
was not authorized to do so. And that resulted in harm to Mr. Flores. There was he was in jeopardy of contempt of court by leaving without finishing the arraignment process by
My
following
honor.
the bad advice of Ms. Bridgman.
I am not
That was
wanting to
contempt
be
of
in
court by
contempt of court.
practicing law. It's a contempt of court.
Well, guys, you heard her. She said she doesn't want to be in contempt of court. Guess everyone just has to go home now, because she doesn't consent to it.
For interfering with the court process. Ms. Bridgman is also in contempt of court for failing to appear for the show cause hearing when she didn't show up for it, but she instead beforehand turned in the order, cut up into little pieces with the statement, your offer to contract is not accepted.
You trespassed on my yard with
Courts have the
no,
inherent authority to
right.
compel attendance, and she is in contempt of court for doing that. So Ms. Bridgman is in contempt of court for unauthorized practice of law and for the interfering with the court process on November 30th, 2023. She's also in contempt of court for failing to appear
oh,
for her show cause
I on
hearing.
me. Better be careful. I know some jujitsu.
On,
The
what day was that
last
scheduled for?
Oh, I remember.
On December 20, I'm sorry.
We'll pull you behind. So, my honor.
So she's in contempt of court for failing to appear on December 20th. All right, Ms. Miller, any elocution as to sentence?
Your Honor, it's concerning whenever a person is not able to participate in the judicial process in accordance with their rights. So I think that's the biggest issue. Is that Mr. Flores wasn't able to meet with MIDC, left without being arraigned. So I just asked the court to keep that
That's right.
in its consideration when issuing a sentence.
All right, Ms. Bridgman, do you have anything you wish to say before the court pronounces sentence for the?
Hey, Miss Mandy, great to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Under common law.
Oh
which
boy,
is the
here we
only
go with
true
common law.
Because it's based, comes from God's natural law. And the Constitution is based on that. The Constitution is not about law, it's about rights. I was not talking to Mr. Flores about any legal thing because I'm not a bar association lawyer. I don't know about all your laws. I do know that the need to have a attorney at arraignment, from what State Trooper Brenda Casperson told me, only started a year ago. That is codes and statutes. We are not bound by that. We are living beings. We are not the corporate dead entity of the court.
I swear, the first time I watched this, I could have sworn she said, "We are living bees." Oh boy. And now she's just gonna ramble on about absolutely nothing that's relevant to this case. And hopefully the judge shuts her down pretty quickly.
System. I did not practice law. I practiced his rights. Do you know there are plenty of other counties in this state that accept that same documentation that I filed and had Seth file? I was hoping to make him unafraid of all of these. He has good things to say about a couple of your deputies. They're not all like that. This court is for profit. So standing in the way of that attorney, but that testimony, Mr. Gilbert, you should be ashamed of yourself, was not truthful. You had never approached.
All right, Ms. Bridgman, this is your opportunity to tell me what penalty I should give you, if any.
Was anybody harmed? Was there any other financial?
Yes, the person you tried to represent without a freaking license to practice law is the person you almost harmed. Like, seriously. That kid almost got locked up because of you.
Financial damage to Seth Flores? I know there was to Mr. Gilbert because he lost a client that day, but then he recovered that. Good. Okay. Are we not allowed to talk to people in the courthouse, not in the courtroom? Is that not a public space? Are we not allowed to help a fellow citizen understand that he does?
That is a good question, trans girl. How many of her followers donates or how many of her followers got in trouble because of it? Hopefully all of them, because I swear it's ridiculous if people are actually giving her money for legal, and I'm using that term very, very loosely, legal advice. Because no doubt, like the three idiots that we heard clapping earlier, I'm sure that they paid her for either the scripts or some legal advice or some stupid crap like that.
Doesn't have to lose everything in his life because he's just getting started, that he can have people stand with him and encourage him and coach him through, maybe handle his drinking. I suggested that he stop drinking and he start to, pay attention, and we'll be there if he gets pulled over because he's afraid. I don't see where there has been any harm. And if you can rule that as contempt, I have no longer any.
I don't think so, Cybele, because she knows exactly what she's doing. She is a true believer of this sovereign citizen stuff, and a 5150 hold will just be giving her an easy out. That's just my opinion.
I see no ability to redeem anything in this courtroom. You refuse to address your oath. And if you hold me in contempt of court, I think that's quite unbelievable.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I've already
Yeah,
so.
I do have somebody who would like to make a statement on my behalf.
No, that's not allowed. All right, so, I have
See,
filed
you're
a.
judge,
I,
jury.
yeah, you've made all your statements. I have filed an oath proper under the laws. I filed the constitutional oath required by Article 1, Section 11 of the state constitution. All these sovereign citizen folks who get these crazy arguments online that are frankly just wrong. I encourage you, read the state constitution. You'll find that all this stuff you're getting from seminars or whatever online is just false. And Mr. Flores, to his harm, listened to it and almost got held in contempt. Ms. Bridgman has total disregard for the court's authority.
He was not harmed.
And courts are the way that citizens have recourse to the law. In societies that don't have a court system, they don't have the rule of law. You end up with the rule of the bully. And the court protects citizens from the government several times. There's important business to be had. There was important business to be had for Mr. Flores that day.
I don't think
And
the
Ms.
British.
Brisbane interfered,
Wow.
and she totally refused to appear for court willfully. Her conduct today has been directly contumacious. And she has exhibited repeated disregard and frankly, utter contempt for not only this court, but for really any court. And so.
Under the
any
Bar
process of law-
Association, I believe so. You're not
So-
upholding anything to the Constitution, and
You know,
the state Constitution
I do
can't.
need to give a sentence that is proportionate, but also is enough to discourage Ms. Bridgman from this type of interference. And also to
Here in the United States, the 5150 is referred to as an involuntary psychiatric hold.
discourage other people from following down a similar path. So Ms. Bridgman, you're ordered a 30 days jail served forthwith.
Definitely come with me, okay?
You know, guys, you need to.
So the judge just sentenced her to 30 days in jail, and I was going through some comments on another video, and it feels like 30 days is too light, but from what I've heard, that's the maximum he could give for this type of hearing is 30 days.
Arrest the judge for impersonating a public official. You need to arrest the judge for impersonating a public official.
She is delusional. Arrest the judge for impersonating a public official. Lady, just because he just ruled against you and you don't like it doesn't mean he's impersonating a public official.
Okay, are you concerned at all about what you're being asked to do?
Judge, when does it have to be started? She can serve her 30 days
Mr. Flores,
at any time.
Mr. Flores.
Love that the judge just walks off. He's like, time to go have a stiff drink.
Flores said no harm was done to him. He didn't say a date on when it should start. Can we talk about that? Does that start right at this moment? Just let it go home and come back. Work with it.
What is your first name?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to listen to the citizens of this community and understand, no, how are we ever going to give back a constitutional sheriff? You're not following anything about our inalienable rights. No, the military has a way to deal with it. I know. Oh, thanks for coming in, Lieutenant Tebow, because I mean, I only go with.
It might be, but I'll have to do some research to see if I can find out information. Because from what I've heard, that was the maximum the judge was allowed to give for this type of hearing and sentence.
In the jail with 4 deputies. I mean, anything less would be an insult.
You want somebody to take this up and bring back with
No. This is corruption.
True, Parson. I'm surprised she hasn't said that yet.
Oh, right.
Let's go, let's go. Ma'am, walk. Let's go. Kowalski. Let's go.
All right, guys. We're just gonna let this stand. A man with a fraudulent oath of office. I can't wait to look into yours, Paige.
Keep going, come on, please, thank
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Thank you.
Keep going.
You guys need to pick the right side.
Let's go.
Yes.
And that's the picture right there. This is the result when you tried the sovereign citizen defense. Mistrial, the ship has no captain. And now she's off to jail.
Come on, come on.
No,
Let's
We are,
walk.
we are, you are, we are.
Stop it, that tells me, I know what I'm doing. Stop it. You got time.
No, it could be, you, that's fine.
Someday the right person will get.
Your
in office.
deputies have
And now the last few minutes are just her. I'm gonna call them her softset cult, just yelling at the other bailiffs. I think that is a good point to conclude this video. Yet the happy ending, she goes to jail. And boy, like, how stupid do you gotta be, like, to try this sovereign citizen crap? There are probably thousands of videos online of sovereigns trying this stuff in court, and I've never seen it work out for them. Not once. I mean, sure, sometimes they may win on a technicality, but then they'll be bragging about it as if they actually won by their defense. They never legitimately win based off their arguments. Her poor cellmate. Probably wouldn't surprise me. All right. I think after that we need to find something here. Something not Softset related for a few minutes. This video is something that Jim just sent me through email. Irate driver refuses to stop for Arkansas State Police. Learns her lesson. So let's bring this up. And boy, the judge, by the way, the judge in this video, he did a great job of handling this Softset. Just going through the chat. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that very much. Mark, you did an amazing job. Thanks. You make my day. Thank you. Yeah, if he was allowed to, he would have given her a lot more than 30 days if he was allowed to, I have a feeling. This is a fun one to watch. Oh boy. No audio yet. Sure, they'll start in a second. I'll never understand why people run from the police. Like, You're always gonna get caught. Always. One way or another. You may not get caught right away, but eventually they will find you. Oh joy, it's snowing now. We got some snow here last night, but it was only about 3 inches of snow, and it's not snowing out anymore. That is true, trans girl. He isn't running, he's traveling. Oh boy. Welcome back, Erica. Hey, look, honey, we have a police escort, just like we're celebrities. All right, I'm gonna take a wild guess. This driver is trying to reach home base. Because after all, if you reach home base, apparently you can't be arrested. At least according to their logic. And seriously, if you're trying to outrun the police, you're gonna need to go a lot quicker than that. You are driving very slowly for a police chase. Hey, Demetrius. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm awful with names. We're gonna try the pit, it looks like. Hey, at least they stopped for the red light. Hey, Chris, great to see you. At least they stopped for the red light. Oh, man. Hey, Ziki, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I mean, how nice of this suspect to obey the traffic lights at least. I mean, stopping for them. It's ridiculous. Just box the suspect in. They need to get the next set of lights. Need to get one car ahead of them, and just box this person in.
Pull your car over now! Pull over! Pull over now! You better pull your car over right now. I do not care. You pull over. You pull over.
Oh boy, it's hard to hear what she's yelling.
Pull over. Pull over. Need to pull over. Started pulling the wrong guy right next to her. She's still refusing to stop. She got on the vehicle. 10-4, she's advised me I gotta follow her mama's house. Stop right now!
I don't know. She said something about her mother, but still wasn't clear.
Approaching Marshall.
Oh no, is that it? She feels more comfortable stopping at her mother's place? Oh my god. That's kind of like the last place I would want to go if I was being chased by the cops. These criminals are not smart.
She's young, I think too. It's paper tags, I mean,
Your mama's house isn't home base either. Just saying.
yeah, definitely coming up on South Florida, that's the hill.
That would be hilarious, Jim.
A lot of people stopping over right there, but both. I'm with their board. So I'm thinking they're doing the ash here right now. See, 34-19. You want me to get in front? We'll box her in. If you feel will.
Ooh, there it is.
Spit out. Nothing good. Run, we'll box her in. CNFS comments. Hit her out. Hit her. She's traveling the wrong way.
Nice. Well done by the officer. Exactly, Edward. Same here. And now just gonna take a guess. She's gonna say that she's the victim. All this stuff with, probably claim police brutality and some other BS.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands right here. Show me your hands. Right here. What about the car? Turn it off. Turn it off. No, I'm not moving. The fuck? Get out. Y'all throwing me out this car on the blood road. Why y'all grabbing on me? Put your hands behind your back. No. What is this for on the blood? I just said I'm going to my mama's house. I'm not stopping on no freeway, nigga. Y'all been harassing me for months. Y'all just got off.
Oh my god, she really just had the audacity to say, "You people are harassing me." Yeah, hell no, Jesse. No chance in hell. Oh man. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You thought the police were just gonna say, "Oh, well, she doesn't feel like stopping. I guess we gotta let her go. Have a nice day." Like that's not how any of this works.
The freeway, and I just told him I'm going to my mama's house. Y'all been harassing me for months. 10, 15, one adult female. One of y'all just on my phone. Give me my phone. Call my mama. Call my mama, bro. Call my mama. I just told him I'm not running. I'm not bleeding. I'm going where it's safe. I don't feel safe on these streets, so I'm going to where it's safe. David Adams, 422 040 DA 422 040. No, don't put me in that car. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. No, y'all finna make me. Y'all finna have to hurt me because I don't feel safe in the police car. That's what I'm telling y'all. I don't feel safe. What is y'all doing?
And this is probably the most illogical excuse I heard. I don't feel safe, so I'm gonna run from the police. Like, I will never understand that logic. She doesn't feel safe, so she runs from the police, and then she cries victim when they stop her and pit maneuver her. That's like the sovereign citizen idiots that call 911 on the cops. Like, I don't feel safe because you're a cop, so I'm gonna call more cops to come. Where is the logic? Seriously.
Oh, y'all, me. It ain't no women officers or nothing. I'm scared for my life.
You didn't seem scared for your life when you ran from the cops for the last 10 minutes.
No, you don't understand. I just been raped, sex trafficking, and all of this. I got PTSD. I'm scared for my life. No, this is car. He already arrested. I'm not running. I'm not. Slide in. Bro, y'all got slide in the car. Where's my phone? Why you bitch ass nigga?
I saw you eastbound on 630, and then I seen you come up Roosevelt, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can. Hey, I've already started 10-11, so you don't have to. I already got on the tag also. Yeah.
Yep, you should, Ziggy. Well, she's going to jail, and her car is going to car jail.
Hey, 40.
Exactly, Luna Knights. your phone is the last thing you need to worry about. You have at least 10 more different problems that are bigger than your phone. But this generation, they're attached to this thing. They can't survive without it.
Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Unlock the car. Turn it
Now
off.
this is
Turn it
just a
off.
different angle.
Get out.
Don't throw me out this car on the blood road. Why is y'all grabbing on me?
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Take care, trans girl. Have a great dinner, and thank you for hanging out with us today.
What is this for on the blood? I just said I'm going to my mama's house. I'm not stopping on no freeway, nigga. Y'all been harassing me for months.
It's ridiculous, Edward. It really
I'm
is.
going to my mama's house. Y'all been harassing me for months. Why would I stop on the freeway? And who took my phone? One of y'all just took my phone. Give me my phone. Call my mama. Call my mama. Call my mama, bro.
And you know for a fact she's gonna twist this to make it fit her narrative. She'll leave out the part where she ran from the cops, but she'll say the cops harassed her for no reason.
Call my mama. I just told him I'm not running. I'm not playing. I'm going where it's safe. I don't feel safe on these streets, so I'm going to where it's safe. Get my phone. Bro, don't put me in that car. I don't feel safe. Y'all finna make me, y'all finna have to hold me because I don't feel safe in the police car. That's what I'm telling y'all. I don't feel safe. What are y'all doing?
And it doesn't matter if you feel safe or not. The way you just drove or traveled, you put people's lives at risk, and I'm sure they didn't feel safe with you on the road.
And it's all y'all men. It ain't no women officers or nothing. I'm scared for my life. I'm significant. No, you don't understand. I just been raped, sex trafficked, and all of this. I got PTSD. I'm scared for my life. Don't close
Get in the car.
Oh, I have no doubt they would not be able to read a map. A literal paper map, they would not be able to read it. Because everyone relies way too much on technology these days. Because we've gotten to a point in society where people are become so lazy, technology just does everything for them.
He already aggressive. I'm not running. I'm not.
Slide in.
Bro, y'all gotta call me.
In the car.
Where's my phone? Where's the bitch ass nigga? Where's my phone?
30 and then I Roosevelt and I was like, okay. 34 Little Rock.
I find it funny how they think it's a constitutional right to have their phone with them.
Disregard 19 already gave you 28 on it.
10-4, your 10-11 is Lucky's.
Can one of y'all call my mother?
And I'll lower the volume so we don't have to put up with that screaming.
She didn't do it. I gave her. I could have got her whenever. And she wouldn't stop going to her mom's house. I was waiting for her to drive her out. Once she hit that curve, I was like, oh yeah. They hold right here. Evasive maneuver right there.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you're never told no as a kid.
I am scared. I don't have nothing to hide. What?
Should have pulled over.
I told you I'm trying to go to my mama's house. I have just been drawing sex, and rape. I'm terrified of everybody. Y'all are men. I told you I was going to my mama's house.
True, Bob. What an insane video. Thank you, Jim, very much for sending that to me. Holy crap. People, man, it's like they have an allergy of being held responsible for their actions. It's like they're allergic to it. All right, this next video we have here is, let's see, let me bring this up. So somebody sent this to me and asked me to watch it. Busted for trespassing at the mall, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, October 1st, 2023. Just going through the chat.
I need to step with me outside. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm Officer Elcott. What's your name? What's the problem? The problem is you have a trespass and not to come at the mall.
No, I do not. No, I do not. No.
You look exactly like the Dia. Do you have
No,
any idea?
I have a twin.
Okay, but if you have a driver's license and verified?
No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Okay, what kind of car you came in?
BMW.
We just need to figure out who you are and whatnot.
We don't need to go from anywhere.
Hey, do me a favor, because we're investigating something, so we just need your cooperation. If it's not you, then we'll leave.
It's not me, so
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need your
No, don't put your hands on me. Do not put your hands on me. Whoa!
Sir, listen.
Get your fucking hands off of me.
We're not cooperating. We're just trying to
not
figure it out.
cooperating.
Well, that escalated quickly. Because innocent people always fight the cops for no reason, right?
Drop it, drop it. I would drop you on the floor. Just relax.
We're trying to figure out who you are. And you're
So it seems like these officers may have been called for a trespassing complaint at a mall. That's what I've gathered so far.
not cooperating with us.
Loosen it
This
up.
is why you're gonna be detained, okay?
Loosen it up.
Hear me out. What's your name? This could be very simple, but you're making this way harder. Okay, no problem.
All right, well, you're gonna make it very hard.
Stop. Stop.
What are you doing? Stop it. Let go my fucking head!
If you keep moving, it's gonna make it worse. Stop.
You're hurting my head!
Just relax, it's because it's tensing up.
No, I'm not tensing up!
Yes.
Trust me, I'm not tensing up. What the fuck? Come on, come outside. What the fuck? All right, you want to play around? You want to play around? This is what happens when you play around, okay? My neck, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, wait. Really? The handcuffs are making him not breathe. Really?
I'm gonna ask.
Breathe. It's on my neck. I don't have your neck. Stand up right there.
Hey, Chris, great to see you.
See what's that's right here. Huh? Have a seat. Have a seat. I can't sit. You're gonna be real powerful. Have a seat.
You know with PJC, always a shoulder
I don't kick you
injury.
either.
Yeah, true, Chris. For
Have a
sure. F around and find out.
Please, a little around my wrist.
Are you going to behave?
Of course.
Are you going to behave?
Of course.
Step out. Step out.
Just please release these a little bit.
To me, it seems like he's drunk or maybe under the influence of drugs or something.
I'm gonna loosen these. If you don't cooperate, I'm letting you know now, okay? Yeah.
Oh, that's real nice.
Okay, I'm gonna release this pen.
Okay.
Hold on.
Sorry, small one, I'm not getting that type of pressure, I just want to come back. I've got Delta 520-734-532260.
Just a second.
It has a little.
What is your plan? Are you still giving this man an NCA?
Oh no, he resisted.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
He's taking a ride to county.
Okay.
Yeah. Zumani said we're gonna take it, right?
His wife is in there also?
His wife is inside paying her bill.
Oh, so she's gonna take the car?
Yeah.
I mean, you can give it. Actually, yeah, you can take all the other stuff, all his property and whatnot.
The 18 months?
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I asked them. I said, do they have a record of it?
They didn't, Richard didn't want us to,
It's always Florida, man.
Well, the reason why we came in contact with him is because you guys called us to do a trespass, that it was a trespass after warning.
Yeah. And I asked her. She said, "Yeah, it was in our system." So I had the information. So they just wanted to make ID of who he was and go from there.
Now basically according to what it was.
So this genius turned a simple trespassing warning into an arrest for resisting. Hey, unclean hands, great to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Oh yeah. Put his hands on him. I'm not going to.
Not picking up. You want your primary resistance? You really resisted GLI cam running in?
It don't matter what direction you want to take.
Just on my foot. He's got a whole bunch of, he has a whole bunch of cases.
Okay. So it's no?
If you take it.
Oh, okay. This is exactly what I need. Why would they, if they have that information?
You spoke to them, so you tell me what.
Hey, remember I asked you if this guy if he was trespassing your system? I said, did you check with our dispatch? You said, yeah. You said, yes. Apparently this guy doesn't have one in our system. You just based on your notes. No. Yeah, no, but I'm saying, did you tell our dispatch? You gave them our information, and they verified that it was a trespass on file before you called us out.
That's what's happening here. So I don't want to go into more detail. He can talk to you when he gets home.
But did she confirm that there was a trespass on file? That's why I asked you when I called you. You said yes. You said you called dispatch, or they just told you over the phone?
They just told me over the radio.
Right, let me call and verify this.
Did he do something bad that he was? It doesn't matter why he was trespassed because I don't know what he did. Okay, well then you can talk to him because again, that's none of our business to tell you. So when you get home, if he wants to tell you, that's on him. I'm just trying to explain to you the situation today and why we are here and what's going on. So somebody can get trespassed for just standing on their property and they don't like the shirt that they wear. Okay. As of right now, you can stand by to figure out when he released right now. But it sounds like he's going down for resistance.
Take a look how you really Hey, this gentleman here, I was being advised that.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Seems like they're talking to the mall officers.
You guys told him there was a trespassing file. Can you check the system for the subject here that we have? That there's a trespass for the mall. Okay, so it's valid. He does have it, right? Yes. Okay. 10-4. Look, 10-19. He has it. 10-19. We good. Dispatch. Just told me. Just confirmed. Yeah. Yes, confirmed. All right. Thank you very much. I'll be on 10-19. All right. Yeah, we good.
Do you have his ID and everything that you need?
Can I have his driver's license? You put it back in there? Can I have a driver's license out of it? Yeah, let's say we're going to 10.
So I'm just letting you know, okay? From May,
To the
being here, you were trespassed for 18 months. You violated that trespass, and that's the reason why we went out with you today. Because you were cooperative and you want, listen. Being cooperative would have been just giving us your name and you would have left with a notice to appear. And now you're going to be transported to the county jail. For resistance.
You have everything? You want to take his neck? He has a necklace. You want to take the necklace?
Pushing us away and telling us not to touch you.
You know if he has any.
Yes, he is.
He has a wedding ring on.
Well, I would take all his jewelry.
So I just
No,
wanted
if you
to
don't,
give you the
if you can
heads
take
up
it off,
and
you
let
can. If
Do
you
you
can.
want to leave your jewelry with your wife? Would that be a better solution rather than you taking it down to the county jail? Do you want to leave your jewelry and your personal belongings with your wife, sir? You're with your wife. Okay. You want your chain? You want to hold on to it? Because we're gonna take it off before we get to jail. That's what I'm asking.
So this must be the wife.
We can take it off.
But seriously, how dumb do you have to be to turn a trespass into an arrest?
I don't even know why this is happening.
The department allow you don't.
Why is this happening? I'll tell you why. Because they have nothing else better to do. I gotta tell you, there's probably a lot more crimes that are going on. These guys are standing here jerking me off.
You can take his chain off.
I don't know how to. It's easy. I'm bleeding. Honey, I can't. And you, I gotta file charges against you.
Just tell you what, bro,
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
listen, you're not going to go there, all right?
Don't even, Orlando.
These are still too tight. I'm bleeding. Here, take my red ring. I can't come on. I don't even know why this is happening. I'll tell you why.
Here, if you pass the car, I can do double cups. Okay.
He's double cup
You
already.
already got double cup.
You already got double cup?
You have his license?
Yeah, he's not getting out. He's going to go down to the jail.
You don't have any washers
Okay.
in that.
So, why are you I'm taking my license? It's gonna go with you. Yeah, it's gonna go with you. Well, what's happening?
Hold on,
What's happening?
I think you already did it.
There's a miss.
It's always the victim mentality with these criminals. It's always someone else's fault. And in this situation, it's the cop's fault that he's the one getting arrested because he decided to resist arrest and could have been a trespass notice turned into a trip to jail because of his stupidity. Thank you, Kesey, for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, and welcome to the new members. Welcome, Tani, Papa Frank, Joshua Lee, Danny, Helen, Go Touch Grass, Arzik, Breezy, Mama KT, and Sam I Am. And thank you, Casey, for all the additional support that you give the channel. It really means a lot to me.
Understanding at restaurants. and they tried to charge me with theft. And now can't get in. I thought I could just go into Nordstrom for 18 months. But I guess it's the whole mall that I can't go into for 18 months. It's embarrassing.
What did you do in the first place?
No, I didn't.
You gotta. What would you like?
The court has let that charge they charged me. I said, forget about it.
Oh my God!
Okay.
He really is.
I'm bleeding. Take me to a hospital.
He really is.
I'm 70.
And of course, he wants to go to the hospital because he thinks for some reason the hospital is some magical get out of jail free card.
Years old. I got a heart condition. Take me to a hospital.
Really?
Right
I'll
now.
tell you what.
Obviously, we're gonna call medics.
You know what?
Call medics here. Don't even. Don't
Yeah.
even.
I want to go to a hospital. I got chest pains.
That's fine. It's not gonna delay the situation.
Oh yes, it is. Let's go to a hospital. I got chest pains. You better take me there now.
I'm not taking you. Fire rescue's actually coming, so
Good.
they'll come assist you. Okay? He'll
I have to go home.
So he'll call you.
Don't tell her what to do.
She asked me what to do.
Don't
Relax.
tell her what to do.
I told her she can go home.
Don't you do that. Shithole.
You can go home and he can call you when he's being released from the county jail. Do you understand?
Sorry, Papa 660, can you invite for one from my rescue?
Please complain about heart issues.
But if you want to go home and go be dry, that's perfectly fine too.
In their minds, for some reason, they really think that going to the hospital gets them out of jail. It just, if anything, it just delays the process further. And they're going to be in custody even longer now.
Don't be afraid. There's no harm coming to you. And he's not in trouble. He's not in any harm either. He's just making things more difficult. So he wants medics. Medics is coming. They're going to transfer him to the hospital. We'll stand by until he can go down to the district. Okay? All right, sweetie. I'm sorry this happened. I know. That's something personal.
I'm on medication that I need to take.
Okay, medics are coming.
I need to take tonight.
Okay. You're going to the hospital. They can administer them to you, just as you requested.
Jail also has a pharmacy.
Yeah, close my door so that it doesn't
Oh yeah.
wet my stuff.
Obstruction by disguise, gave me a false name, resisting, trespass after
Did he
one.
give you a false name?
Yeah, remember I asked him, he gave us a...
He said he didn't give me a name. He just said that he
Just
strictly
refusing
came
to-
in.
You can put resist without due to not giving the name as well.
Yeah.
Either resist with.
I think that was fine.
Resist without
Yeah.
name.
Resist without, I think it'll cover
Why
everything.
don't you make up a couple more crimes?
We're not.
I'm not making up
Making
anything.
them up.
That's a Florida State statute,
It's
sir.
exactly what you did.
Go find some guys that are selling fentanyl on the street.
Maybe next time you won't shoplift, and we wouldn't be in this situation.
Ooh, so now they're suspecting him for
I
shoplifting?
told you that it wasn't the trespassers in there. They were able to find
Yeah,
it.
run a radio asks, it's like, hey, can you run it? Make sure you
I asked them too, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know. You got to call our dispatch because they're." One guy saw it. He said, "Yeah, I saw it," and then the other guy's like, "I don't know." I'm like,
But I want to give it them. I told them, when you give the names, make sure you validate what you have.
Exactly, Luna. It's not like they're going to go anywhere. And usually, most of the time, they have you handcuffed to the bed. So it's not like you can get up and just walk out.
But that's why I was on the phone with Mallory in the mall dispatch. She's like, yeah, well, I did tell him, well, I don't have eyes or visuals on him. She didn't even tell me that he was with.
Always, Jim. You know how it goes. Nobody ever wants to take accountability or responsibility for their actions.
a woman.
I smell water.
So
You're fine. We have body cameras. We're not.
Now he's threatening a lawsuit. Maybe you can get Chili DeCastro to help him.
Not worried about you.
So I told him,
Could have been very simple. We all could have been going
very
home
simple,
already.
very simple. You could have just gave us the name in the first place, and we would have been here. Now he has to spend a couple of days in the county jail.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So
We'll be out in the morning.
I hope so. Just please don't come back here. It's just not worth it.
Even though we know they're not, but
Yeah. So you gotta cover yourself.
if he's under arrest, I gotta take money off.
Yeah, I'm coming.
yes,
Okay.
so what hospital you
Cool.
said?
Yeah, no,
Mary?
kind of.
No, you're gonna go
That's
to
probably
Gardens,
cool.
right?
Yeah, Gardner.
Hey, man. What's going on? Good, how are you? Okay, what happened? Yeah. Okay. You searched him already?
Yes.
Okay. Am I cool to undo this?
This isn't even on him. He can just slide right out.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get on the stretcher, take you to the hospital, and then you'll stay with them. Why are you under arrest? You're not allowed to be here?
I guess not.
You even got your shirt on.
I know.
You been drinking?
Well, they're here to take good care of you, sir.
No, I don't drink.
Cool. Are you sure?
These cuffs are tight and I'm bleeding in the back.
It's a scab now. You're not bleeding.
Not bleeding?
Nope.
All right.
Have you been drinking?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You're a little wobbly. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
And really, this is such a waste of resources. Like, all of this because he has a little cut on his elbow. And, I don't believe him when he says he's having chest pain. Like, he's just saying that to get out of jail.
Handcuffs, sorry. Bring her this way.
I know.
No. Oh, lovely.
Isn't it?
And after a stop at the hospital, off to jail he goes. Boy, it's always. These types of criminals always claim to be the victim, when in reality, they simply aren't. Yeah, I agree, Nancy. It's ridiculous. And hopefully they front him with the bill for it, for the ambulance, the hospital, any treatment. Hopefully he's responsible for that bill. Right, so we have another video here lined up. This might be the final video for today, but we'll see. Let me bring this up. I started watching this one the other day and I figured this would be a good one to save for the stream. So this is Walgreens shoplifter goes berserk on police for arresting him. And let's see, it says on April 20th, 2023, officers were dispatched to a Walgreens in reference to a shoplifter who had been given staff problems and refused to leave. Elbow scrape equals broken arm, indigestion, chest pain. Neither are a get out of jail free card. No, they aren't.
Okay. Hey, man. Can you come over here and talk to me for a minute? Because I got a complaint about you walking in here with an open container.
Well, that's freaking stupid. But really, so this guy must be drunk out of his mind then to walk into a Walgreens with an open container.
And making complaint or making
I didn't
people
make,
feel.
I didn't make nothing. I was just mad because I asked her a question.
Oh, we have Walgreens just isn't on the West Coast. We have one, at least a couple of them actually here. Probably there's one, I think, about 10 minutes away from my house. So yeah, just not the West Coast. They're all over the United States.
Question, and she act like she couldn't answer my question.
Okay. All right, stand up for me. Where's the open container at?
It's over here.
Relax. Where's it at?
It's over there.
Good point, Parson.
Are you serious? You gonna drink it right in front of me, man?
Well, that was an idiotic move. Literally drinking the beer, which I'm assuming is alcohol, obviously, right in front of the cops. That makes the cops real easy to arrest you.
Are you serious? You gonna drink it right in front of me, man?
I apologize.
Put the bag down. Put the bag down. Put the bag down.
I ain't about to. Don't grab me. I didn't do nothing. Damn.
You didn't do nothing. Dude, you just drank right in front of a cop. You know, it's not like you're at a bar or anything. You're in freaking Walgreens. Of course, that victim mentality again. I didn't do anything.
I got money.
Put the bag
man.
down.
I ain't do shit.
Put the bag down.
Damn.
All right, do me a favor. Put your hands behind your
For
back.
what? I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands behind your back for me.
For what? I didn't do nothing.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct right now.
Disorderly conduct. I
And
didn't
open
do shit.
Dude, seriously. Don't
Come
make
on,
this.
you
Don't
serious?
don't make this harder than what
I
it has to
didn't
be.
do shit, man.
Don't make this harder than what it has to be.
I didn't do shit.
Come on, man.
Why are you
Stop.
arresting me?
I don't want to fight with you. All right.
Why are you arresting
Stop.
me? I didn't do shit. Stop.
Well, that's felony
I
charges.
didn't do nothing, though. I didn't do nothing, son.
Get on the floor. Get on the ground.
I didn't do nothing, though. That's what I'm saying. Because I was drinking.
Put your arms behind your back.
I didn't do nothing, though. I didn't do nothing. I came in here with the beer. That's it. I didn't know I come in with the beer.
Let go of your hands right now. I'm not gonna say it again.
All right.
You're under arrest. Stop around.
I didn't do anything because, yes, the innocent always run from the cops for no reason. Gotta love this logic. Or lack of logic, I should say.
Stop around. For what? I didn't do nothing.
Put your arms behind your back now.
Oh, my God.
When I say stop,
Oh my God. All right. What did I do? Because I came here with a beer? What the f? That's crazy.
7. 1 male detained.
I didn't do nothing, man.
Affirmative.
26, we're both together.
I came in here with a beer. Because I grabbed my phone over there. I put my phone on. Sorry.
Come on, get up.
Wouldn't be surprised, Nancy.
Could I grab my phone right there?
Yeah, wait. What, dude, why are you
Bro,
doing all
I
that
just-
shit?
Bro,
Why are you
running?
running?
I'm
What's going on?
frustrated.
Okay, that's not how you deal with it. You want charges?
No, man. I've been calling everybody that's supposed to be my friend to come pick me up. I've been sitting here drinking a beer.
All right. So what you do? Just knock that off.
He must have not gotten a memo that Walgreens is not a bar or a liquor store. And hell, even you can't drink in a liquor store either.
Over.
Yeah. No, we did.
No,
we
that-
knocked
No. That's his beer, right?
it. Look, I'm soaked.
And what is that?
I came in with that from another store.
You bought all that?
Yeah, I got cash, bro. I'll show you.
Okay.
I got Cash App. I got all that, bro. What the fuck? I didn't do shit, though.
Bro,
That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing, man. I said
I apologize. No, I do
you're
apologize.
open
But
container
you
in
can't-
public. You're
I
under
know,
arrest.
I know.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Not only that, the alcohol in your breath,
Yeah, I be
everything like that. Yeah.
bro. You,
And then you
Bro.
want to run?
I'm homeless. I got all these friends that.
That's
act
not
like
the
they're
way
my
to go
friends.
about it, man. Hang on a second. What? Do you got an ID?
Exactly. Like, I 100% agree. And hell, even these days, going to a bar really doesn't sound that much fun to me. I mean, I'll occasionally go out to a bar to drink, but 90% of the time, 95% of the time, really, I just stay at home and drink. That way, can basically have as many drinks as I want and not have to bother anyone. Plus, it's less expensive than going out to drink.
Be on you? Yeah, I got an ID. Where? Right here, this top pocket. Damn, man, I ain't even do nothing. You Puerto Rican too? Come on, bro. Don't do me like that. I'm already homeless. Fuck. I don't want to go to jail, man. I ain't do nothing, man. I was drinking a beer.
You can't do that in public.
I know. I didn't know that.
They're probably gonna have this stuff when you pick them up.
You didn't know you can't drink a beer in Walgreens? Like, that's just common sense general knowledge. You shouldn't have to be told, no, you can't drink a beer at Walgreens. It's not like Walgreens has a bar built into it.
Can't wipe my eyes.
And so he says he's homeless, but here's the thing. Like, if I was homeless, I would be saving up as much money as possible to, get myself a place to live. And, I understand spending money on food and that type of stuff, but buying alcohol, buying a beer is not a necessity.
Real quick.
Sam Williams, 770-118. Is that your bag right there?
Yeah.
Are you planning on paying for that, or are you taking
Yeah. What you mean?
He said he got it from Family Dollar.
Well, you didn't get
No, I didn't get it from Family. I never said Family.
Well, what do you say you got it
from another store. I picked, bro. Look. Reach in here.
Well, you got cash?
I got cash. I got my cash app.
You have a receipt?
Look.
Put your money back in your pocket because we don't want it to. Well, it just fell now. We'll get it. Stop. We'll get it.
When we say put the hands on your back, I know, but damn, I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the point. You can't be
running. I know, and I apologize for that. I'm going through so much right now.
You went from like a simple citation to like something more than that.
I'm going through so much right now, man.
You want to take him out to one of the cars?
Yeah.
Let's take him out.
Can I grab my phone? It's right there by the photo. Phone is right there by the photo thing.
Where's it?
Right there on the side of the photo. And I swear to God, last time that shit happened, was scanning. Oh, this is our stuff. No, the fuck it's not. Yeah, he stole it from me. No, I did not.
Do you know if any of this is your guys'?
Oh, yes. Definitely. Mostly all that. When he came in, that was empty.
Okay.
They only had bottles in there when he came in.
What kind of bottles?
It was, all I saw was drinks, like pop, like what's down there. It's like an orange pop. That's all I see.
Okay. So all this is probably yours?
All of it, yeah. All the pills and all of it. Yeah, all I see was like those two bottles. Nope, that's one.
This is yours?
Mm-hmm. Because we came in and was only like two drinks in there. It was the orange pop. Because he got mad at the girl. So he forced it open.
Oh wait, was that the guy that cussed out at like right next to him?
Yeah.
And he was yelling at the person in the car?
Yeah.
What about this?
That goes in there. Okay. He probably drinks the other one.
Oh, there's two of them?
Yeah, that's what two sets.
What about this?
That's orange.
It's yours? What about these
I
socks?
feel like the only thing that was in the bag was the pop dick.
These socks are yours too?
Yeah, I could show you. So everything in there is ours.
Besides
Except for
this
the pop.
pop?
Because I saw that when he came in, I seen him because he asked me where the 18 was. I said, you just walked past it. He looked at me like he wanted to say something smart. Because he was yelling at somebody before he came in, like, you stupid bitch. And then that's when he came in.
went to the ATM, but he went back there to the pharmacy.
And he told my technician that he had to get away. People were effing pissing him off.
Okay. So yeah, he was feeling his back.
So he went into the Walgreens trunk and started yelling at the employees because reasons. Boy.
All right. So obviously he stole one of these then, right?
I saw him in that aisle. The other manager was over there.
Okay. The rest of the stuff isn't stolen. What about you? Can you resell these? Or no, probably not.
Not the size, but we could put the pills back in that new.
Is somebody here able to pull up footage of what he was doing?
Well, we probably can't see him in that aisle, but we could try to, like, because we don't have no camera. We only have a camera when he was running from you guys. It's a camera right there, and it's a camera by the pharmacy. Now, the aisles where he was putting that in, we can't, you could probably see him a little bit, but it's no direct camera.
It's worth a shot.
It's gonna be in the front on your property.
Bro, can I get my phone?
You're not gonna get it now. Come on.
My cousin is calling. She was supposed to come pick me up.
All right, I'm gonna pat. I gotta pat you down, okay?
Here, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
You have any weapons,
No,
drugs,
no,
no guns, anything like that? He got so much shit. I'm probably.
what?
Why you have it all here? Yeah, I have another one if you need it. Come on.
Well, no, I'm good right now. I'm good. Stop.
Come on, man. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? Come on, man.
And he's continuing to resist, it looks like.
You have all this stuff here? Sure you pay for this? Stop.
What?
You're squeezing my arm, brother.
Go talk to them. Tell them to look at their cameras. His jacket's filled with stuff again.
Did they say that was theirs?
Yeah.
No, I bet they would.
Yeah. See if he was shoving stuff in his pockets.
I would have scratched my nose.
You're not scratching your nose. Why are you reaching?
I'm not reaching. Just get off my arm. Get off my arm like that. And I'll stop. Man, here. I'll pull my fucking ass all the way down. Fuck you mean take my way? I ain't got shit to hide. Get the fuck off my arm like that. Fuck, I ain't do shit.
You got more money?
Yeah, I got money. Why? You need some money? You need to hold some money? Huh?
I'm putting that on your property, all right? You get it when you get released from jail.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you got everything. Calm down, brother.
That's her.
Oh, it's you pushing
It's
up against
you.
me.
Ain't nobody pushing up against you. The fuck?
You want your glasses on?
Yes, please.
All right.
Don't put the fucking seatbelt
I'm
on.
putting the seatbelt on.
I don't believe they mentioned any state, at least not that I heard of. But that is a good question.
Brother, stop. Brother, cool. Be cool.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of it. Don't put the fucking seatbelt on like I told you.
Brother, you want? Do we have to hog tie your fucking legs?
I don't give a fuck what you do.
All right, here. Stop acting like an asshole.
Here, hog tie
Brother,
me.
if you kick me, you're gonna get another
I'm
fucking
not
charge, all
gonna
right?
kick you.
Come over
I
here.
didn't do nothing.
Come over here.
No.
Come over here, brother.
No.
Come over here.
No.
Come on.
I ain't your child.
All right. You're acting like a fucking child.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
How about that?
You want to go over there and try to put it on?
Talk to whoever you want.
Brother, what are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing?
Wow, I'm sitting in the front.
Why are you putting your legs?
So it won't hurt. It hurts my fucking wrist.
Okay, we didn't tell you to put it in the front. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
It hurts. What the?
What are you doing? All right. Well, you're just gonna be like this when we get to the jail.
All right.
mean, he's just racking up additional charges. It's ridiculous how these criminals act.
What?
You're not going like that. Your hands are gonna go back behind your back.
I didn't do shit. That's the thing. I didn't do shit. Brother. What are you doing? I didn't do nothing. That's not the point. All right? You're making this worse on your chest. Bro, I'm trying to. I don't give a f, bro. I got 6 numbers. Listen, I don't care. You are going to charge me. For what? For nothing I did. You're going to charge me because you're a cop from Lakewood, and this is what you're going to do. Even though you're a black man like I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't matter.
And of course, he's using the race card.
That shit don't mean nothing. I've been waiting for my ride. I don't want to go home.
He's gonna be caught up.
You should have thought about that before you decided to drink in public at a Walgreens, and then, even more stupid, drink right in front of the cop and then run. You ain't going home. You're going to the Gray Bar Hotel.
If he does it again.
All right, so look, we give you one more chance. The cuffs are going behind your back, okay? We're gonna take you out. You don't need any fights or anything like that, all right?
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Give us 1 second.
Go.
Close that door.
What are you doing? What the f you jumping in here for? What the f you doing?
Here.
Oh, what? I'm not about to do nothing.
Why are you yelling?
Cuz, shut the f up. You acting crazy as f. Come on.
You didn't just see your arms just now?
I know. I'm just in my arms just now. Don't grab. Listen, I'm gonna put him behind my back. Stop grabbing me. I'm gonna put him. Stop.
So he doesn't have
Look,
to.
I'm gonna do him. I swear to God, I'm gonna do him. I'm gonna do him easily. All right. Then just do it.
Just do it. Behind your back and stop.
Just say, Johnny, can you please put your arms behind?
Johnny, I'm not playing. Give me your
Can you
arms.
just say,
Johnny, put your arms behind your back.
break that bitch. Break it.
Brother,
Break it. Break it. Break that.
brother, what?
I didn't do shit. Just say, Johnny, please put your arms behind your back.
Okay.
And I'll
Please
do it.
put your hands
Okay.
behind your back.
Okay.
Stop
Now.
resisting.
Okay. Now. Stop pulling. I'm gonna do it. Stop pulling. Look, I'm already separated, and you still want to keep pulling.
Brother.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dad, you're tripping. Yeah, take me to the ground. Take me to the ground.
Go on your pellet.
Yeah.
Somebody get that other hand out.
Uh-huh.
Give us your other hand.
Take care, Anastasia. Hope you have a great day, my friend, and thank you for hanging out as always.
Move your hand out. With your other hand, stop resisting us.
I wasn't.
Is he cuffed?
That's good.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Roll on yourself.
Don't pull my glasses off. I gotta see you. Put your knees to your chest. Put your knees to your chest. Sit up.
I just noticed that as well.
Ah! Stop pulling.
Keep going like that.
He's pulling me.
Come
I
on,
told you
get in the car.
Stop. Stop trying to choke me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Cooperate.
Off me. Don't touch me.
Are you gonna sit right?
I am. You gonna hit me with that shit?
I'm not trying to.
You gonna hit me
You
with
stop
that shit,
moving.
nigga? How about if I just took off on you, right? I wouldn't give a f about no charge. I've been in prison. All type of shit.
What are you doing, brother?
You're fucking trying to choke me, bitch.
Sit
What
down.
do you mean? No.
Sit down.
He's trying to choke me. What do you mean?
down.
Look, you too? You trying to choke me too? You trying to choke me too?
I just see you, man.
Got it in?
Yeah, that's the best.
Choke me. Choke me, bitch. Choke me. You seal him?
Yeah. We're in the middle of trying to investigate that because when he was searching him, he had all this shit in his jacket. If he does that again, he's going in the hog ties.
Yeah. You can't go for that shit. You like with cops is hoes.
Listing back in the grass in.
What an idiot.
Let's go. Yo, give me my glasses, bitch. Give me my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses. Give me them, please.
27.
I can't fucking see.
Yes, we gotta hurry up.
Y'all treated me like shit the whole time.
Should have thought about that before you decided to start fighting the cops. Again.
Y'all. Ah! Ah!
Complainant just wanted to leave her first name, no other information, but she said they were both driving recklessly, and then Lincoln stopped.
Nothing there, second.
Stop kicking the door. No. You. Where the f is my money at?
It's in the property bag.
Show me my motherfucking money.
You ain't gonna see it now.
Show me my motherfucking money.
No.
All right, bitch, I'm kicking this.
Stop kicking
I'm
the
kicking
glass,
this bitch
mama.
open. Watch this. Watch this.
Stop kicking the glass.
Yeah, it is. Way more than one beer.
I'm gonna break this bitch open. Y'all treated me like shit. I ain't do shit. Then they gonna lie like, yeah, it looks like my stuff.
Won't be surprised if they charge him with destruction of property. I should have taken off on you because I've been to prison before is a very weird flex. And then all this kicking and screaming, what a child. I agree, Pope Phil, and great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna catch a damage and property charge.
Shut up, bitch. I just pay for all that shit, ho.
Shut up back there.
You shut the f up. You talking to, man? Slap whatever charges. I don't give a f. Been to jail. It's got 6 numbers.
This charge is right
I don't give a f.
Theft, obstructing.
I don't give a fuck. You, nigga. This shit ain't over, man. Y'all done disrespecting me.
Judging by his behavior, I would think this dude is about 4 years old. But that's a lot of facial hair for a preschooler. Exactly, Ravenwing. He's just digging his hole even deeper.
You'll get more charge.
Huh?
You'll get more charge.
I don't give a f, nigga. Who the f you think you talking to? I ain't do shit. And y'all on my ass. I don't give a f, nigga. I've been in and out of jail since I was 13, nigga. This shit ain't nothing new.
Dude, that ain't nothing to brag about, being in and out of jail since 13. I mean, hell, I'm just saying, I'm 27 and I've never been to jail once in my life. So that ain't nothing to brag about, you going to jail since you were 13.
What's wrong with you, nigga? I don't give a f about this shit, nigga. And I don't give a f about you, nigga. F you. Let's go. Get everybody else. Get them ready. Let's go, bitch. Pale ass hoe. Let's go. You ready? What's going on? Nothing, man. They came at me because I had a beer. I apologize for the beer. I'm frustrated. I just got out of jail. Don't nobody want to fucking pick me up. And then they came at me crazy. Then they want to grab me and wrestle me down and all the other bullshit. And then when I told them I'm gonna put my hands behind my back, that little bitch, that little light-skinned hoe, keep trying to want to grab me and shit. I'm like, please stop grabbing me. I'm gonna put my hands behind my back. And she keep pulling me. What? What are you shaking your head for? No, the fuck you're not. I will spit in your face. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Matter of fact, get the fuck out of here. Let me talk to him. Please. Thank you. I try to put my hands behind my back and she want to keep trying to break my arm and shit. I didn't do nothing. I was in the store with a beer. Okay. And I apologize for that.
Dude, it's called drinking in public. Walgreens is not a bar, and yes, you're gonna be arrested for it. So it doesn't matter how much you apologize. And then you left out the part where then you ran from the cops inside the store, and then after that, while in handcuffs, you kept fighting them.
I'm frustrated. I'm trying to get a ride home and everything. I just want to go home. I didn't come
He said earlier he was homeless, but now he wants to go home. So he's an awful liar.
down here for no bullshit or nothing, man.
Well, for right now, we gotta come in here and wait until we figure some stuff out, okay? You gonna be good for the jail staff? You gonna be good for the jail staff there, sir?
No. Why? Why should I be here? I didn't do nothing.
I don't know what the arrest is for.
That's fine.
Resisting arrest or some shit, but I wasn't resisting arrest. They was trying to beat my ass.
We'll figure that out as we go along, but if we just put you in a cell, can you relax for a little while? We'll just change you over in some orange pants and you go sleep for a little bit.
No, I'm not changing over nothing.
No, but you're gonna have to.
All right, I'll fucking okay. Go ahead, change me over. I'm gonna walk around this bitch naked.
Well, you can, if you want to do that in your cell, that's up to
cool.
you.
That's cool. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm not fucking. For what? What do I gotta go in the cell for?
Okay, but
I
you
didn't do
you
nothing.
need to calm down. They're gonna put
I'm
you in-
calm.
Or they're gonna put you in there.
I'm calm when I'm talking. I don't give a fuck about. I done been in it plenty of times.
Yeah, but that's not comfortable.
But listen, I didn't do nothing.
You gonna be square with me? We gonna help. You come in here. We'll just get this done real quick. Put you back in there. You're just here, so it's not a lot.
Put me back in what?
Back in the cell.
No, I don't want to go back in the
You're
cell.
only gonna have to.
Why?
Because it's our policy for what's going on right now. Okay. All right.
I gotta make some phone calls in. Can I get some phone calls in?
Not now.
No? All right. Yeah, no. Then we about to have hell. Y'all about to just break my head, bust my head, and do whatever. If I can't get phone calls, what? Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody talking to you. Yes, please. Okay, I apologize. My fault. I thought you said something smart. Yes. I want to make like 2 phone calls if I can. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
What's your name?
Johnny.
Good news, dude. The cops are going to give you a ride to your new home, all-inclusive resort with exercise facilities and all meals.
This sucks.
3 meals a day.
But if you want some phone calls, we need cooperation.
And then what you gonna do? Put me in the cell and then wait till later on the phone call?
The more you cooperate, the more privileges you get. That's how the jail works here. That's how the rules are set up.
I just want to use the phone.
Yeah. So if you come out, change over for us and cooperate, then we'll give you some phone calls.
Change over and then stay tonight, right?
Well, yeah. So what do you think? Can you do that for us?
I can still get a visual, right?
Yeah.
Where I said resisting, DCI, open container, I think you said obstruction and theft.
Boy, so there's her charges: resistant, open container, obstruction, and theft. Don't think we got an update though on how it went for him. Nope. But boy, that is a prime example of playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. And this dude, he just kept saying, I'm just having a beer. Well, dude, you are in Walgreens. You can't drink in Walgreens. That is a good question, Patrick. At first he said he was homeless, but then he kept saying he wanted to go home. So it's either one or another with him. Can't have it both ways. All right, everyone. I think this is a good place to wrap up today's stream. I do want to thank everyone as always for hanging out, and another shout out again to Raven Wing for being a member for 20 months. Thank you to Jack Gunner for the $5 super sticker. And thank you to KC for the gifted memberships. Total of 20 gifted memberships from Casey today. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. Just going through the chat. And if you are not on our Discord, be sure to join our Discord. Hang out there all the time when we're not streaming. A lot of fun and laughs. So I just put the bot command for the Discord link in chat. And I believe, let me see though, before I say anything. Yep, Miss Mandy. Looks like Miss Mandy's gonna have her stream starting in about 5 minutes. So I'll post her link and be sure to go head over there if you want to continue watching some videos. All right, should have a stream again on Wednesday as usual, and hopefully later this week I'll have a new video for you guys. So yeah, that is gonna wrap it up for me for today. And as always, I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.